All right, looks like we are connected. Let's get some notifications out since I'm about 15 minutes early. I'm never on time, am I? I'm either too early or too late. It's just the way it works. I guess I'm Get Good Fox though, not I don't know, like what's an animal that's known for its or said to be known for its punctual get good roosters. I'm not known for my punctuality, I suppose. I'm either too early or too late. Anyways, I'm your host, Get Good Fox, the commander of Ronin Fox Armored Security. Today's a very special day. Today is the 26th of April, 2026. And that means it is MechWarrior time for the DLC. Do I need to knock my sound down a little bit? I don't know if is the audio too loud compared to my voice? If someone thinks my voice isn't loud enough, let me know. In my ears, I feel like I'm like shouting over the music in my ears, but it could just be completely in my head. So today we are going to be hitting the brand new DLC Chaos Reign. I kind of like hate is too strong of a word. It annoys me that they named it Chaos Reign because it reminds me of Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos, and so I want to call it MechWarrior 5 Reign of Chaos, but that's not the name. The Chaos Reign probably refers to the formation of the Chaos March. I don't know for sure. So they released a trailer pretty recently where apparently the non-canon characters of the Battletech cartoon are now going to be semi-canon or more semi-canon. I mean, they're always semi-canon. They're going to be like more canon, closer to being canon, because the events of MechWarrior 5 aren't like officially canonized. They're like semi-canon. So like, I guess? I don't know. We have not seen Nikolai Malthus. That's all I want to see. Like, I don't even care about, his side bitch. Like, his side bitch is, like, it's not important. Let's see what's going on down in the chatville, though. We got ST3Lin9. It probably spells something if I replace the numbers with what, but he says, Woot, welcome to the show. Battletech UAE, let's go. Yeah, we're going to be going in a moment. Freddy 4x4. I mean, what if we have to deal with Frederick 2x2? How about that? Have you ever considered that? You've never thought maybe your, like, great nemesis could appear? Greetings, Commander Fox, and greetings, Mech Warriors. Hello to you, Mr. Freddy. Diablo Spawn says, hi all. He unfortunately won't be able to pick up MechWarrior Chaos Reign immediately. Very sad face, but hey, I'm here to, like, play the game for those who aren't able to acquire it immediately. Guitar Dude C, glad to catch one of these. Glad to see you here. Diablo says, we getting cartoon canon. Does that mean we get a full 360 Marauder arm slaps? I mean, some mechs should be able to do that. Some mechs should be able to reverse their arms in a 360-degree rotation, like the Quick Draw should be able to aim its arms straight backwards and shoot behind itself, and so should the Rifleman and the Jaeger mech. They should be able to like reverse their arms behind them and shoot things behind them. I wonder if I would ever use that. I wonder, would you ever use that? If you could reverse your arms, like... I guess you would need a rear camera. Like, would you be willing to run away from enemies and shoot them? I'm not sure because, I mean, do you really want to fight with your rear armor? Like, my rear armor is usually 8. So, like, I don't know if I want to fight with my back turned that much. Anyways, the plan is I'm going to try to get through everything in Chaos Reign in one stroke. I know some people are like, why are you impatient like that? It's just because viewership drops like friggin' crazy after the first day. And that's because there will be another content creator who has beaten it into one go. So, like, you just want to do it. If you can beat it in one day, you want to beat it in one day. It's just the way it is. So, what I will do, I will play through it. And one thing, I will give my honest opinion at the end. If I like it, I'll say I like it. If I don't like it, I'll say I don't like it. I'll say whether or not I think it's worth the money. My prediction right now is that it's going to be worth it just because you do get a lot of content. But my channel's been around for over 5 years, and I've definitely made a lot of enemies of people who don't like it when I don't support their favorite game. But I've always wanted people to take my opinions, even if they don't think I'm a series, like, oh, your opinions are stupid. I always want people to at least believe that I'm genuinely stupid. Like, they're my stupid opinions. So, like, I will tell you what I think about it, the good, the bad, what I liked, what I didn't like, petty or not petty, at the very end. Anyways, as you can see, we've got it right here. This is it, the Chaos Reign. Thank you for downloading. I hope a lot of people do buy it on the basis that I think Piranha Games could use some good news after the layoffs, the 30% of their layoffs. But, money's business. People can't afford it and they can't afford it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to be kind of stupid, if you're ready for some stupidity. I am going to import my save, and I'm going to try to beat it with the Inner Sphere tech I have, because those of you who are not watching the active stream, the current season 3, I have to use the mechs that you guys voted for to see if they're good or not. So, like, I'm going to try, that's going to be the ultimate test, right? If I could take on the clans with Inner Sphere mechs and Inner Sphere weapons, that'll be, like, the ultimate test of whether they're good or not. So, the new start will start you with 14 million C-bills in the new Mendham system, which is right at the edge of Draconis Combine and the Federated Suns half of FedCom. As you can see, the clan invasion is already underway. We've got basically just the rump of the Rasselhague Republic, kind of like north, quote-unquote. Directions don't really matter in outer space, but like north of center. Over here, we've got, Liao still in, like, the clan wars work out really well for Liao, because Liao uses it as a chance to, like, whip the Federated Sun's ass and launch a war of reconquest. Pretty sure that's the St. Ives Compact over here, so that's, like, the situation we're in. The clans really, really beat the hell out of Rasselhague. Rasselhague is, like I said, basically been reduced to a rump state. And the Combine, I would, if you just eyeball this, I don't know, that's like maybe a fifth of their territory. I don't know if that's the wealthier worlds, but we do know that Luthien is right around in the middle. That's their capital city. It also hits Steiner, not as bad, but it definitely hits Steiner. And that's what we're looking at. So if you were to do a fresh start, but at this DLC level, the year would be 3055. And you would get a Victor 9S, a Thunderbolt 5S. You would get one of the brand new DLC mechs. You could tell by the little triangular symbol up top. This is the Bushwhacker BSW S1. 81 kilometers, a ER large laser, 2 machine guns, AC-10, 2 LRM-5s. Honestly, doesn't seem that bad. Seems kind of okay. A Panther 8Z, kind of an ancient model. Like, what happened to the 9Z? The Nightstar 9J, most likely a reference to you have completed the campaign and you found that, I guess your father is like secret Nightstar. Oh, that's probably what this Victor is. This is probably Daddy's Victor. Over here, we've got a Marauder 5D. I mean, I guess we're in the, forget about the 4th dimension. We're in the 5th dimension now. 2 ERPPCs, large pulse laser, double medium lasers, and a Streak SRM2, and jump jets, surprisingly. A Blackjack 3, double PPCs, 4 medium lasers, 4 jump jets. A Wolfhound's pretty solid as a good... Oh, and look at this. We got a clan mech. Okay, once again, this is a reference to the story. This Loki is most likely the Loki that you received as a bonus payment from completing the previous DLC from the Rasselhague government. This Centurion might be... No, it's not the same. You had a Centurion A, so, like, I don't know. This is just, it's not your starting Centurion. And then over here we had a Vindicator. I kind of feel maybe they should have had a Centurion A and a Jenner Not a general, a javelin, because like that's what you would have. Those are like the mechs you would have. They would have been references of the old mechs you had from the beginning of the game. Centurion D is actually not bad. 97.2 kilometers, shouldn't be underestimated. And then a Vindicator 1R, just kind of rounding things out. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to import data. So we're going to import data. And this is RFOS Vote Season C. So that's Ronin Fox Armored Security Voters Season 3, which is, as I mentioned, that is this playthrough right here. Now, I have prepared. In the event I get my fucking ass kicked, I do have some stuff to save myself if necessary, but, you know, we'll see. So we're going to go ahead and load up right here.
In 2108, humanity began colonizing the stars.
Do we watch this? I doubt it's any different.
Their reach would eventually span a vast region of space known as the Inner Sphere. During its golden age, under the governance of the Star League, the Inner Sphere experienced unprecedented peace, prosperity, and technological advancement. But with a great rise comes a great fall. Beset by
you want to skip?
Mistrust,
I mean, we're basically almost done. We'll just let it play out. Like, it's almost done.
Technological advancement slow. The great houses, each vying for supremacy, turned on one another, engaging in a series of conflicts.
Focusing on the base Draconis combined. You know, it's a good
Amidst this
cutscene.
chaos, mercenaries became the proxy forces for the great houses. Numerous battlefields.
So this is a
sprung up
Zenless
across the
Zone
Inner
Zero
Sphere,
thing. We're proxies
dominated
now.
by hulking war machines known as battle mechs. The year is now 3015, and these steel behemoths have become the tools of the mercenaries' trade. It's a lucrative time, yet one beset with perils of all kinds. Only the most skilled and brave among them will rise to become legend.
I don't know if I like how they just say legend. Like, shouldn't it be rise to become legends? Or a legend? Or I guess maybe they're trying to give it a more mythical feel. A small, like, it's not important. Like, just something that I think about each time I see it. All right, career mode. Yeah, sure. All right, so this is going to be my possibly doomed to fail Inner Sphere technology playthrough. And, wow, the UI is wow, everything's different looking. How interesting. Anyways, let's take a look. Okay, let me get rid of these stupid... I know how to play the game. I know how to play. Yep, pilots... database. I actually don't know how to use the new database, but that doesn't matter. All right, so this is what our mech bay... Oh, let me organize the mech bay. Why isn't my mech bay organized? I want them organized. All right, these are our special, like, get Fox out of jail if I get, like, owned. All right, here we go. So these are our Inner Sphere mechs. All of them have nothing but standard tech or helm tech or lost tech, but none of this is clan tech, because we're gonna see. This is the ultimate test. Can my Inner Sphere models make it happen? Now, I've planned in the event that they can't make it happen, don't worry. But, you know, first we're gonna see. You know, plus it's like just a hot cup of tea, big old glob of, like, goop in the eyes of the clans. If I could beat them with my, like, barbaric, like, dishonorable, like, Inferno SRMs and whatnot. Oh, love the design on that. We got the awesomes. You know, if you've been watching the streams, you know these mechs. You know, we've had these mechs for a minute. I'm even bringing him out, even though I don't really care for him. Now, in the event I get owned, I've got some... I could probably remove these guys. That's not that big a deal. So we've got ourselves a Direwolf in the event that I get owned. This is basically only for me to use. Triple ERPPCs, Gauss Rifle, double LRM-10 Artemis, and AMS. Got ourselves the Gladiator A. This is the kind with the motive slot. What did I put on this thing? 3 large pulse lasers, a whole bunch of ER small lasers, the mask, a bunch of heat sinks, and a hammer fist. I just put the hammer fist on, to be honest. Timberwolf. This one is a Gauss rifle and a bunch of lasers. Gauss rifle and a bunch of lasers. Timberwolf Prime, that was A. Timberwolf Prime, this one's, it's so cursed when they don't have the shoulder weapons. It's so cursed. And this one, it's just too short. I hate the look of it. I hate it. Double Clan Streakar SRM 6s, 2 large ER lasers, 3 medium ER lasers. You know, pretty good for squishing annoying scouts. Like, scouts are they can't handle the Streak SRMs. Oh, God, look at them. You hate to see it. Kind of, you know what he looks like? A overweight Stormcrow. If a Stormcrow was, like, you know, snacking a little too much, that's probably what this is. Like, especially from the back. Tell me that doesn't look like, look at that dumpster. Look at that big dumpy on the back of this thing. Like, tell me that isn't an overweight Stormcrow. Timberwolf Type D. We've got, this is actually the Sheriff's design. Double LBX AC5s, 3 medium pulse lasers, 2 standard SRM 6s. If you're wondering where the Sheriff is, he would have made it today, but he actually has a wedding to go. Not his own wedding, but one of his buddies has a wedding. And unfortunately, it just happened to land on the exact same day, so he will not be joining us, regrettably. Unless it takes a very long time and he manages to get... He'll be home from the wedding somewhere between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. my time. So if it drags on that long, then I don't know, maybe. Let's just accept all of these. I'm not reading all this. There we go. All right. Oh, also our pilots. We got a lot of pilots.
Meet you in the ready room.
Plenty of pilots. These are our original 3. I just keep them because they're from the Draconis Combine. I'm not going to, like, kick them out to the curb. We've got a bunch of pilots here. I'm pretty sure, I forgot his name already, but the guy who's like, target mech is a toast. He got toasted in the previous stream. Whatever his name is. He's dead. Raptor, I need to train the Raptor. It's fine. If they die, it doesn't matter. They're just here to, like, they're just here. It's not a big deal. Let me see. No Limitation says, Arrow 4. Any bugs yet? Just give it some time. Diablo says, really wish we would get some more emblems for the base game. Bout to buy says, negative HP. 404 says, didn't get a single clan mech in the previous story other than the gifted one. Does this mean that Cannon Mason has terrible salvage skills? Yes. I'm just going to go with yes. Silver Phoenix says, hello, Fox. Welcome to the show. Looks like he's got a Warhammer PFP based. All right. I guess I will read. Normally I don't read, but the first time we do a DLC, I will read it for you. So feel honored that I will read it and destroy my voice in the process. I got anime night tonight, so that means I gotta talk, so I'm gonna sound like I'm gonna sound really weird by the end of this. Prior to transmission from Interstellar Expeditions. Jake, the data cache we nabbed from the Diamond Sharks. I believe I finally found a buyer on Tharkad. With Archon Melissa Steiner's recent assassination and the Isle of Skye now rebelling against the throne, the Lyran half of Fedcom is descending in this chaos. While Comstar's truce has held for the past 3 years, the clans are still frequently raiding Lyran territory, core word of Tukid, bringing both the AFFC and the Lyran people to their breaking point. My contacts have a strong incentive to take us and the intel we have seriously. However, they have military inquiries that I believe are best left to mech warriors like yourself to answer. I want to put you under contract to represent IE in these negotiations, as you'll be able to speak to the military implications of the intel better than I ever could. Give me an answer as soon as you can. I'll book a ship to Tharkad as soon as I hear back for you. I never asked for any of this. Here we go. Oh, more reading. Mason, the jump ship berths are secured and paid for. Head for the system's jump point as soon as you're ready. I'm forwarding the data now. I'm already en route to Tharkad. I need to speak to some people on the ground before I have you come in as my military expert. Hail me when you get in system, and I'll be sure to meet you at the Tharkad spaceport. I'll be sure to meet you at the Tharkad spaceport with the potential buyer. Be on your best behavior, Jake. The Archon's assassination, coupled with the Sky Rebellion and the clan raids, has put the entire Lyran half of Fedcom on edge. Things are tense enough as they are, and the Lyran people's patience is wearing thin. Safe travels. I actually never asked for this. Diablo says the Axeman. Wait, is this a different scene? It's not the battle mech mating ritual scene? Get my mouse out of the way. Looks chilly. I never asked for this. Looks like they fixed Mason's flesh-colored hair.
Jake, so glad you came.
It's good to see you again, Spears. Interesting company you're keeping.
Commander Jake Mason, you'll cut off your reactors and submit this crap for inspection. Do you comply?
Brianna, shut down the fusion drive. Port Authority wants to inspect the ship.
Understood.
Do what you gotta do. Everything good, old friend?
You're with me. Jake Mason, I present to you Commandant Adam Steiner of the AFFC Strategy and Tactics Division.
Your Grace, I'm sorry. We haven't hosted royalty before.
No grace needed. Just Commandant. I'm not a part of the royal family. Only a distant cousin.
Not distant enough, considering the, armed escort.
Security has been tight since Archon Melissa Steiner's assassination. The suspect is still at large, so naturally safety and security has been on everyone's minds. Regent Catherine Steiner Davian is just being cautious.
Is that why you came to meet us out here?
Would have loved to invite you both to the Triad. But for now, they're barring anyone not pre-screened from entering government facilities.
Well, we could talk it over in our war room, if you don't mind.
Not at all. Lead the way.
Sweep complete, Commandant. Ship is clear.
Good. I can take it from here.
Understood.
Impressive tech.
Adam here is responsible for their development.
Not directly. The Strikers won a number of clan elemental suits early in the war. The NAIS just handled the rest.
You and the Somerset Strikers were inspirational. I mean, the news feeds couldn't get enough of you guys.
What about you? I noticed you have a functional Hellbringer back there. See much action on the clan front?
More than enough. This guy's probably told you all about it.
I have. but the Commandant insisted on meeting you in person.
Me? Why?
Because I've never heard of you or your outfit before in my life. I'll be frank, Commander. My nation is reeling. First it was the clans conquering a quarter of Lyran territory. Then the assassination of our Archon. And now the Isle of Skye is an open rebellion. We keep hearing about the keys to stopping the clans. Like finding Hans Davian, who faked his own death and is now secretly their leader. Or that we must repent for our sins because God has sent the clans to punish us. So tell me, what are you offering that is too good for me to pass up?
Interstellar Expeditions isn't just anybody, Commandant. Only Comstar's Explorer Corps have deeper pockets than us.
But you claim to have intel and military targets. I'm sorry, Spears, but that is quite a leap from what you normally sell us.
Commandant, my operations officer, Brianna Campbell. Look, I have to ask. If you're so skeptical, then why are we meeting here in the first place?
Well, Regent Steiner Davian is young. She is wary of any intel on the clans coming from non-Lyran sources. But information is ammunition. If what you're selling is legitimate, it would be invaluable to the Commonwealth.
What about a deep space recon mission? Would that ease your misgivings?
What do you have in mind?
According to our intel, this system the clans call Cambridge is directly forward of Lyran territory. We give you data on this single clan outpost beyond the periphery. You can send a deep space recon force to verify our intel is good.
Just like the Somerset Strikers did.
That can be arranged.
Hold on. IE will never just give this data away for free. That system's over 100 light years through unoccupied space. You'd need our charts and navigators to have any chance of safely venturing that far out into the black.
Then I guess that means that you'll have to come along for the ride.
What?
I'll petition the Commonwealth to have IE charter a detachment of AFFC troops to this system. If your intel proves to be true, and there is a clan presence there, I can guarantee that the Commonwealth will buy everything you have.
That's a big ask. Escorting FedCom military dropships into clan space paints a target onto our backs.
You have a mercenary right here that seems more than capable of guarding your company's interests.
Hey. If the payday's right, yeah, we're on board.
Then it looks like you got yourself a deal, Commandant Steiner.
Good. My office will draft out an engagement contract immediately. I look forward to us working together.
Likewise, Commandant.
Seems safe. What could go wrong? Let's see how many days we're losing here. It looks like 42 days. Up here we go again. Into the Spears voice. Jake, we're about to embark on a long journey into a region of unexplored space. I've gone over our current stock of provisions, and I feel my inventory is currently too light to support a deep space scouting operation. I've informed Commandant that IE signed off on adding a supply run to the books. We need to burn the edge of Steiner-controlled space. This is our last chance to stock up on supplies before we set out on the long trek to Cambridge. It's imperative that we fatten our holds before we can venture into the blind. If what I believe is waiting for us in Cambridge is there to greet us, we're going to need as many resources as possible to make it through this contract. The jump ship berth is set. Let's head to Barcelona and stock our shelves. 42 days. Here we go. Now, for everyone just now joining, since I'm stupid, we get the BattleTech, the National Geographic's robot sex scene. This is the kind of hentai that Transformers. Well, look at the internal shot coming at us. As I was saying, because I'm stupid, I am mixing the ongoing season with the DLC, which means I am going to attempt to use the Inner Sphere battle mechs that my community voted for with Inner Sphere technology, because that will prove whether they're good or not. If they can do it. Now, I do have, in the event that I've bitten off more than I can chew, I have reserved a few clan battle mechs for myself, but I'm going to try to avoid using them in favor of the mechs that you guys voted for. That's the way my normal season works. These are the mechs that my community voted for. I got to collect them all, and I got to use them all. We're going to see, though. It's a pointless penalty, but I don't know, it's kind of an amusing one. All right, let's see if this all goes horribly wrong for me. Spear says, Jake, the Commandant just informed me that this simple supply run isn't simple at all. It appears someone else has their eyes on the goods on Barcelona's shelves. Scans show a heavy presence of Clan Steel Viper in the system. He just spoke to the planetary governor. The clan raiders arrived in the system a short time ago and have been pestering them, issuing bachons for their food reserves and duels. Truce or not, these clanners are intent on making life miserable for the citizens across the Inner Sphere. Now we're in a spot. The Commandant spent a solid 2 weeks fighting against the clanners to secure the planet. He doesn't want to abandon the world after all that work. He's intent on driving these Viper raiders out. He's already identified supply caches that belong to the Vipers, likely their war stores brought along from their raid. He believes we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by ridding the planet of the clan presence and scoring enough supplies to last the entire trip. The plan is to hit their supply stores and send them packing. But you know the clanners won't just give up their property, not without serious pushback. I'm sure you already know what I'm about to say. That's where you come in. Steiner's assembling a raiding party to hit the ground and recover the Viper supplies by force. He's asking you to join him, but on the ground to strengthen his hand. He may not be royalty, but he sure barks orders like one. But I need to remind you that you're here to protect IE's interests. We can't get sucked into a drawn-out affair with the Vipers and risk our assets. We need to get those supplies and clear out. But if Steel Vipers don't vacate Barcelona after we secure the assets, Steiner might cause a few headaches. But we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. Commandant Steiner will provide you with the drop coordinates shortly. We need those supplies, Jake. If we venture into the blind empty-handed, the success of this operation will be at risk. So this is, doesn't tell me the difficulty. We're in a forest in the summer. For those of you who don't know, I did make a very nice, prepare a screenshot if you want. I did make a very nice table of all of the biome temperatures. Take a screenshot now if you want to save it for yourself. But we happen to know what the temperatures are. So the summer forest is a little bit warmer. You might think it's a neutral temperature, but it's actually a little warmer than normal. Not excessively so, though. Let's do salvage, of course. Let's do this. Now, what do I want to use? What do my allies want to use? Let's do them first. I don't know. I kind of like having my allies as fire support, to be honest. That's been working pretty well. Let's just... I'll put the guys who need training in there. You need training. You need training. And then I think I want one... Do I use the Atlas here? Maybe I use the Atlas here. I think I might use the Atlas here. And then, let's start out things with a bang. Or do I use the, maybe I use... Do I launch the attack myself in head-to-head combat? Maybe I'll try that. Let's try that first. And then I'll bring somebody who can assist me with setting people on fire. You. So a lot of these stalkers are equipped with basically all Inferno missiles. They are going to help me set people on fire. Oh, God, what am I doing? I'm just presuming that I'm just going to go in there with this huge drop weight. I guess I'm just out of my mind. Okay, never mind. Change of plans. I will use the Battle Master. I just assumed everything would be very heavyweight. Can I get a second Battlemaster in here? A little too heavy? Oh my god, I didn't really bring... I didn't really bring extremely small mechs for this. I assumed, apparently like an idiot, that we would be... Can I do 2 of you? Very sad face. I guess I'm forced to do 2 mechs. Wow. Okay, I guess we're doing 2 mechs. Fine. Be that way. Yeah, nothing else is gonna fit. I don't have anything else that'll fit. Wow. This is... Wow. Okay, well... Here we go, I guess.
Commandant Steiner, we're ready to take in.
Good. Come link up with me. My executive officer, Rachel Spector, just fed you our coordinates.
Wait, clan helicopters?
Command, are your forces in place?
Roger that.
Standing by with the green light, Commandant.
No, I lost targeting.
So the Vipers already know we're here to crash the party.
Safe bet our dance cards are about to fill up.
Exactly. Commands, advance on your target sectors and take the supply caches. The faster we can stock up and get out of Dodge, the better.
Copy that. The 24th is on the move.
The 17th is advancing, Commandant.
You better come get in the mix, Commander. We ain't paying you to sit on the sidelines.
Ow.
Fighters.
What a jerk.
Spectators, Ryder.
I'm detecting an enemy dropship incoming. It is in range of the first target supply cache.
Maybe the Vipers
Oh, there's no cover.
the supplies if we ask them to.
No cover.
Better chance of you never racking up another gambling debt before that happens.
Let's get the crappy ones first, I think. This might be a mistake. They're going to start concentrating on me due to me doing the opening volleys. Like, that could be a mistake. Right in my dead zone, but he can't take much more of this. All right, I'm going to stop shooting in order to get them off of me, because the AI tends to shoot at whoever is currently doing the most damage. Oh my god. Is he doing that on purpose? No, there's no way. The AI isn't that smart. Is he hiding across from my mech on purpose? Alright, this is a much better spot. I like this spot a lot better. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I guess we're beyond asking nicely.
Dragonfly and a... Well, let's start. Well, what am I doing? That's 1,600 meters away. I have no prayer of hitting that.
Start getting realistic. We shall root you spheroid raiders out like the dead weeds you are. For all their advanced tech, they still haven't upgraded their trash talk.
Wow, the new objective is so... I mean, I guess they intended me to use faster mechs than this. Hey, I'm stupid. I'm a spheroid. I've got a really round and smooth brain, so I can't be expected to know these things. I can't be expected to know this. Suzaku becomes a Gamma level member. He says, "Good day, Commander Fox. Looking forward to seeing how the mechs hold up." Yes, I have decided to not use the clan mechs. I'm gonna use our Inner Sphere mechs that you guys voted for in Season 3, and we're gonna see how they hold up. Now, I got a little beat up, a little more than I wanted to. I'd call the damage, you know, somewhere between light and moderate. But that's because I actually shouldn't have opened fire. I should have gotten to cover first, but what can you do? Looks like we have at least 2 repair bays, which is going to help a lot. What isn't helping is the fact that I can't get in range.
New friends get their licks in.
There's plenty to go around.
New target, Puma.
All right, I got him zeroed in. Even these inner sphere LRMs are good enough to hit these guys. With the Artemis system, it gives it just enough. Oh, who's doing it? Who's doing it? Going into arm lock mode in order to improve my accuracy. Ooh, these. Is this an AI improvement? He's like, look at it. He's kind of like playing Halo. He's like giving me the pro strafe right now. I feel like that's a new movement that the AI, that kind of jerky left and right movement. I don't remember the AI doing that. That might be a part of the AI enhancements. If you're not using arm lock, I recommend using it at time to time because, as you can see here, it causes your alignment to begin. Turn it on and off. I set mine to the Z button, which kind of acts like aim down sight in Call of Duty. Ah. Ah!
Like I said, we're fighters.
Let's go ahead and get... Nah, red on the arms. I don't want to lose an arm. One of my arms has the autocannon in it.
Right behind you.
Taking our first repair. Is the repair bay update PC only? I swear I've never seen a repair bay on console. Well, they only appear in campaign missions. Looks like we've got more repair bay. Okay, so they intend for me to use a lot more of these. These guys are way too far away. My missiles, they don't have the kind of tracking for that. Let me just try. I'll try a volley on these elementals. Okay, I can hit them. Not that the missiles are super good on the elementals. They're just too small of a target. Let's see if we can hit something a little bigger. Nope, I lost targeting. There he is. I just cannot maintain my targeting on him. Come on, guys. I really need you to keep a steady target. There we go. There's so many repair bays, I really don't care about ammo. We're just gonna go like full... Oh, I fired without a lock on that one. I was impatient. I don't know what happened to the other mech. Let's get a lock on the Somerset Strikers are doing okay-ish. Good enough. This is definitely a 50 difficulty mission. I should have gone with... in hindsight, I should have gone with the Battle Master. I should have done the Battle Master. Chat! Why didn't you tell me? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna... Dead. It's not my fault. I get... Look, they say video games don't cause violence. It's wrong. It's just not true. Video games cause violence. I would know. If there's not enough violence in a video game, I just have to create it myself. Oh, he lived? It's fake news. Ah! Ah! So I guess the clans have vehicles now. Maybe that's going to reduce mech spam. That was a complaint people had, is that there was too much mech spam. I think they've... I don't even need the repair bay. I'm actually doing pretty good. Wait, here comes another drop ship. This is not the best firing position, unfortunately, due to this hill. If they fed me targeting data, it wouldn't be too bad. Almost a full star. Letting him have it. Oh, they're not happy about me. The hill is acting like a little bit of an obstruction for me. Let's order our guys to back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Actually, I need to take control of you. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Advancing.
This is a moment of vulnerability for us. This could go poorly, but we'll see. Looks like even though you kept your arms, you still took a lot of damage there. I need to switch mechs now. Come on, let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me switch. One. There goes the autocannon. Over here, time to find some cover. That would be great. I'd love it. I would love it. Almost, but not quite. I'm in the dead zone of my mech, but so is he. The stalker still has lasers. Attack him! Use your lasers! There we go. So he's got his laser still. 3 lasers is good enough. So these were the wrong mechs for the job. They honestly didn't do too bad, but these were the wrong mechs for the job. We needed a little more close combat. They weren't. It wasn't the worst, but it could have been better. Now the good news is, since we're using inner sphere weapons, I've got a lot of replacements for them.
So let's make those losses count. I'll dispatch the salvage crews shortly. But we need to be on guard. If I know the clans, they're mustering some kind of response force as we speak.
I should have taken that.
I'll brief you all on our next steps ASAP.
Should have taken that Battle Master. That would have been a better choice. Because the Battle Master would have been able to keep pace with the Somerset Strikers, and then because they took a little too much damage, that's what went wrong in that one. Prep some mediums. What mediums am I even allowed to use? Champion, catapult. I could get a champion ready. I'll get a champion ready. What is this? Ah, this is the linebacker. We can't afford it. Generally speaking, you want to salvage the mechs because, like, the weapons don't count against you. Let's take this one. Well, none of these are really that great. Oh, we'll take this. This Mad Dog. Oh, the weapons are so expensive. It's very sad face. I have none of those. I'll take whatever I just don't have a lot of, honestly. Let's just do that. It's fine. It's fine. Wait. Take these tons of LRM ammo. There we go. Good enough. Okay, so the Mad Dog is going in here, and we're going to sell it in order to make some of that money back real fast. Goodbye, you. You... 46 days. You... 44 days. Let me go ahead and pull a, I'll pull a faster mech out. I wasn't expecting to need a faster mech, but, I'll pull a champion out. The champion can get the job done. Who do I want to pull out? I'm pretty sure the 1NB is the more modern one. Yeah, you. I'll do the armor first. Let's get the armor fixed up. think this says ferrofibrous armor. The armor removal is at a very odd number. Yeah, that's ferrofibrous armor. Let's do small lasers. Ooh, put the nice ones on. Let's do an Inferno SRM. Put a nice one on. Let me go ahead and load up my ammo real fast. 1 ton of ammo. We'll put the 2 double heat sinks in here just because we're going to do that for sure. And then I think I would love to put on an LBX AC-10. I don't know if I'll be able to fit that though. Let's sort by tons. It's 11 tons. I know that. This is kind of cool looking. Oh, yeah, it's not going to fit. All right, on to 8 tons. Where's my AC-5s at? AC-5, rapid fire. Not what am I saying? We don't have the ammo for it. Burst fire. 2 tons of ammo. Okay, that's it right there. That's the build. That's as good as it's going to get. So we got the champion. 22 days. Oh, it'll be ready before the others. All right, fine. Next up. What is this thing? He's got a new model. And he's got, like, I guess that's a surveying device. Jake, hope their machines aren't too banged up. I know these clanners always put you through the ringer out there, but based on the after-action report, you're holding your own. The good news, because nothing is in the bag just yet, I stress to the Commandant that it's vital that we don't leave a single piece of material or consumable behind before the trip to Cambridge. For once, I'd love for these clanners to go quietly, but I should know by now that they weren't bred to make our lives easier. Additional salvage crews have been dispatched to round up all the provisions and try to speed up the process. Steiner's confident that once we strip the Steel Vipers of their supplies, they'll pack up and leave. All right, Jank, I need you to gear up and help Steiner keep the Steel Vipers off our backs of the salvage crews long enough to recover all the supplies. If you wanted some extra incentives, just remember that the trip to Cambridge will be a slow burn. Empty your tanks on these Vipers and finish up. Then you'll have a few months to kick back and rest up. Okay, time's of the essence. Steiner's forces are ready to deploy, and he needs all hands on deck. Go help keep the occupational hazards of those salvage crews under control. Yeah, sure, whatever you say, buddy. Move. Mission start in 8 days? Not enough to get anything repaired? Neutralize all the Steel Viper threats in the area and buy time for your salvage crews to load up all the resources and provisions for the upcoming journey to Cambridge. Forest, noon. We'll do it. All salvage because, I don't know, I like gambling. All right, our champion is not ready, but now that I can see that these are lighter, I have an opportunity to use the peanut butter. Let's roll up in the peanut butter. In fact, I think I can use 3 awesomes. Let me just throw them in there. Yeah, we're doing that. Put them in fire support. I guess this is fine. No, he can use the ERP PCs. I don't have a problem with it. All right, we can at least bring 3 mechs in. So one of my rules is for hero mechs, I leave them in their traditional colors. The non-hero mechs, they get the channel season colors. And season 3 has the green stripe. So in we go. Here we go, round 2.
Commands. We're not out of the woods yet. Our salvage crews are still boxing up supplies for the trip to Cambridge. Our goal is to take out all threats on the board.
Is this a beachhead?
We'll do our part.
This better not be a beachhead. All right, here's the Somerset Strikers. All right, we're gonna go at cruising speed so I don't lose everyone. What are my weapon groups? Okay, they're in. Yep, I got them in, and I got a tag this time. Can shine the light in their eyes. It's the Mech Cat Laser Pointer. Or maybe this isn't a beachhead. It resembles a beachhead, but it might just be an objective raid.
Nearly there, Commander. Approach the hidden object.
Cargo?
Pick it up.
Why not?
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Nice to have some
What do we get?
ballistics.
Ammo? Who did that? That wasn't very nice. Who did it? Who did it? Rude. I'm just trying to get the cargo over here. Don't do it.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target is not here.
Our target is not. Is this an assassination?
Locations.
Did I just get more ballistics? Is it just ammo? Wait, I'm once I get a lock on it with the laser pointer, then the missiles are more accurate. Assuming I can get a lock on it. There we go. There we go. I'm not shooting that thing. That's a waste of time. I'm shooting this thing. That is less of a waste of time. I guess we're crossing the field. There's not a lot of cover, which is really good for the clans, considering their range advantage. And since I'm trying not to use clan technology, that's going to be a further disadvantage for me. Because I won't have as good of a range advantage. There's not a lot of I mean, I have some inner sphere weapons that can retaliate, but for the most part, we got to get up close. Diablo says he wishes that the ammo was a different color. That would actually be really nice if the ammo crates had a different color to them. Or if they just had a symbol, like a bunch of bullets or something, so that you know, like, hey, this is ammo, by the way. Hey, we technically have a full Lance of Awesomes if we count the Demi-Lance from the Somerset Strikers. All right, we're rolling up on the new objective.
We're at the wrong place, Commander. Our target must have given us the slip.
Okay, this is an assassination mission. Locate and neutralize the Vipers? Sure. I'm sure there's going to be at least an enemy here, though. Yeah, here we go. Locking on. I lied. Wait, I'm hitting his leg. That's his foot right there. I'm hitting his foot. Lock on and shoot the missiles. Oh, look at that. You get him with the missiles. Okay, well, you know, you run in a straight line, what are you going to get? Next target. I guess we're going to crisscross. Damaku says, how's it going, guys? This is mission number 2, so we're just getting started. I have chosen to use only inner sphere tech unless I have to, in order to push whether or not the mechs you guys voted for to the max, to see whether they're good enough. If I get my ass kicked, I will bring out the clan mechs. They're sitting in reserve. So far we fought nothing but reconnaissance mechs. They must be holding their good stuff in reserve. Or we're gonna get reinforcements, that's also possible. I mean, if we look at the map, the last location appears to be a farm. So that's probably where they're all gonna be.
I'm not seeing our targets at this location. Make way to the next nav point. We might have more luck there.
Yeah, I'm just sure of that. That's where, I mean, like, it's the only one left, Rihanna. Where else can they be?
Contact! Enemy mech! ID tags have confirmed it. We have mercenary savages on the field. We are going to rip their hearts out and stomp them into dust.
I'm looking for them. Oh, it's a vehicle.
Unleashing fire on painted targets.
Come on. All right, we're gonna go through this narrow area, and then we just gotta turn to the right. When I'm done, I will review the DLC. I'm gonna try to beat it in one go. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to do it. My voice might die before I beat it, but we'll try. My AI is getting stupid. Come on. Come on. Come on. Catch up. Catch up. Oh, look at this guy. What's he doing? It's a straight line, you dummy.
Copy that. We're maneuvering to the target location.
It's literally a straight line, you dummy. Come on, in formation. Okay, here we go.
Your location is set. We're heading to you.
All right, this is where I'm expecting the fight to be.
New target, Puma.
Booma. It's got to be more than a Booma. I'm going to order them to lock on just so they keep the target.
New target.
Target signed. All units.
So, we got a Ryokan. Apparently that translates to hunting dog in English.
Got eyes on an enemy mech. That pilot was turned back to see what's good for him. Looks like he'll have to learn the hard way.
Okay, I'm going to order them to stay here. I'm going to have them hold... Oh, God, I pushed the wrong button. All right, let's move in. They're not focusing on me, so it gives me a chance to decide who I'm going to go for. I'm going for the cat. Have some honorable infernos. No one has seen the level of honor I fight with.
The primary target's finished.
The most honorable. Oh, I turned my back on him like a dummy. All right, let's tag this guy. I'm just gonna come to a standstill because... Good. The LRMs took him out. That was it? That was it? The first mission was harder than the second mission. You wonder how the new pilot ejects feature. F3? Where's the eject command? Go to toggle F5? Order all? F5? Wait, I don't know how you, I don't know what the command is. F3, attack form, go to location, hold. I don't see it.
Like all of the Viper's threats are done and dusted.
That was easier than the first mission. What even was that?
Before the Steel Vipers raise a force and try to change our travel plans.
Are all the quality of life changes in the DLC? They're supposedly in it, but I don't know how they all work. Let's see. Let's take this because it's got... I mean, the weapons are really not that great. They're not that great. Let me try to take some rare weapons. Okay, well... I mean, I need something to sell in order to keep our money going. Let me go for some stuff that... We only have 4 of those. Oh, an Arrow 4 ammo. We'll take that. A mask. We don't have one of those. And then I guess the Fire Moth. Like, it's in the range. There we go. That went way better. Way better. This guy literally took no damage. Jake, just confirmed all the supplies we recovered from the ground. Intel shows the Steel Vipers are backing off. Looks like they might be packing up and leaving after all. So our stone connected with both birds in this case. So far, you've been able to help minimize risk and boost IE's resource. Not bad. Hiring you for a job is never a bad idea. We need to refuel the jump ship for the long journey. Our navigators are estimating the length of this burn to Cambridge as we speak. I'll let you know when I have an update when we're ready to depart. 5 million C-bills. Let's get repairing. Let's see if anything broke. I lost one double heatsink, but we got plenty of those. It's not even a thing. Into the old bin these guys go. We had a light mech. Let's go ahead and sell them now. You're worth 1.2 million C-bills. You're worth 1.1 million C-bills. That keeps us going. What's for sale? I didn't check that. A catapult C3. Ooh, I kind of want it. I kind of want it. I kind of want it. I kind of want. I want to go. Who's gonna stop me from buying it? The catapult C3. Oh, look at this. He's got like lopsided arms. Let's go ahead and give you the old painteroni. Okay, let's take a look at... Unfortunately, I don't have the mod installed that tells us if a mech has anything special going on. That does not look like Arrow 4. That sure looks a lot like a an LRM-20, but here we go. Oh boy, what is this? Why is it different colored? Filter artillery. Ah, so you can't just put an Arrow 4 on anything you want. Look at that. You gotta put it in that specifically. How interesting. Very interesting. It is most interesting. Let's, I'm gonna recustomize this thing completely. Throw it in. Out you go. All right. We definitely want that. That's like the star player of the show. And then we're going to put in... How many missiles do we get? 10? Yeah, sure. Put them in the legs, though. Maximum armor. You need max armor in this game because you're so heavily outnumbered. Always recommend max armor. I do 8 armor on the rear. I used to do 10. Now I do 8. Maybe one day it'll be 7, and then 6, and I don't know. Who knows how low it'll go. I don't see it going lower than 8, but... we got .56 loose. I depending on how I design the mech, I may not even care that there's some loose tonnage. Like, I'm not married to the symmetrical design if I don't have to be. Let's just put a bunch of medium lasers on. Let's keep it simple. Keeping it simple. Yeah, okay. In this case, I will drop the armor. The armor is dropping in a weird... No. The armor's dropping normal. So it doesn't have ferrofibrous armor. Wait, what did I do? Wait. There we go. Double heat sinks. All right, this looks perfectly good to me. You got the medium lasers, and then you got the Arrow 4. Why not? That's what I have to say. Why not? When are you going to be ready? 35 days. Any new weapons for sale? Good question. Good question. Good question. They got a crummy Arrow 4. I don't know. I might be a little too high class for that. You know, even I got to maintain my standards. Arrow 4 ammo. Okay, whatever. Wait. I need arena superchargers. If they're selling any. They're not. All right, good enough. Off we go. 94 days. Okay, that's going to ensure all of our mechs are back online. Our job ship is refueled and provisions are fully stocked. Now we should be ready for the long journey into clan space. My navigators estimate that we'll need at least 9 jumps through the void of uninhabited space to get to the system of Cambridge. Even with all the safety precautions in place, we're looking at a minimum of 3.5 months of travel in the black before we reach our destination. A lot can go wrong in that time, so make extra sure we're well stocked up and repairs are underway before we leave this place. And And one more thing. I know Adam Steiner is a stand-up guy and a Lyran hero of the clan invasion, but remember, this go-around, your contract is with Interstellar Expeditions, not the Federated Commonwealth. No matter what happens out there, I need you to remember that IE personnel and property come first, no matter what happens to Adam Steiner and the rest of the AFFC troops he's bringing. We're the only ones who know how to chart a course home, so unless you want to spend the rest of your life trapped in a hostile clan world, the safety of IE's navigators come above everything else, even the lives of Adam Steiner and his men. I pray it doesn't come to that, but as we know, with the clans, there's always a greater degree of risk. Ominous.
Commandant Steiner. We just detected a force that has entered the system.
Who is it, the Drax?
Unclear, but we're about to find out. One of the ships is hailing us.
Patch him through.
Attention, Somerset. I am Star Colonel Nikolai Malthus of the Shade Falcon clan. I have a full trinary standing by to conquer your planet. What forces dare oppose us?
Trinary? I am not following you, pal.
You dare to refuse my patrol?
Refuse your what?
The Jade Falcons are going to rip you Freeborns to shreds.
Sound the emergency alarms. We need to get every able warrior into the cockpit of a mech, right now! By the sounds of it, a hammer is about to come down on us.
I will join you on the battlefield.
Nick, these Surats will be easy prey, Star Colonel Redmond.
Try not to allow these Freebirth warriors to stain your honor.
This is Commandant Steiner. We have enemy dropships approaching. This is not a drill. All staff and cadets execute Defense Plan Alpha. This is what the Academy has trained you for. Now dig in and defend Somerset.
We've warped out of the blind and into the Cambridge system.
Copy that. Are we picking up any clan signatures?
None yet, but our sensors are still booting up.
Yeah, well, the techs better give it a kick before any of those monsters show up. Took the whole trip in to get your mechs back in order after that scrap on Barcelona.
Oh, are you losing your touch, Fahad?
Speak for yourself, old man.
Commandant Steiner has asked to see you and Spears on his overlord.
Probably looking for the exact position vector of the clanners.
Well, let's not keep the Commandant waiting. Oh, Ariana. Keep a close eye on things. I don't want anything sneaking up on us.
Affirmative.
me, gentlemen. Our sensors just came back online. So far, the sector is as quiet as a tomb.
Give it time. Short and long-range sensors can sometimes give false readings, especially after a jump.
Conduct a sweep of the system while the jump ship recharges. Find out if IE's data is on the mark, or if you'll be looking for another buyer.
Commander, do you read me?
I read you. What is it?
I'm detecting clan warships at Vector 377.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
We've got company. Clanners incoming at Vector 377.
Cameras up! Your warships are attached to a massive supply station.
Well, it looks like we don't have to look for another buyer.
Wait until this is over before you gloat.
They've targeted the jump ship.
God damn it. We're about to get wrecked.
Incoming transmission.
This is Star Colonel Kristen Redmond of Clan Jade Falcon. We meet again. Adam Steiner. I did not expect to see your face here.
Likewise, Redmond.
It is not often unfinished business shows up begging to be destroyed, but I welcome it.
I'm sure you do.
I do wonder how you and a band of freeborns managed to find your way to Cambridge.
Well, keep wandering.
Very well, then I shall simply open fire.
Stop! I challenge you to a trial of possession. If I win, I receive the schematics and travel logs belonging to your supply station.
You challenge me? Why would I waste resources when I can simply kill you now?
You dare refuse my patrol? Not very honorable of you, Redmond.
Very well, then. I shall accept your challenge.
And your terms?
Imprisonment. For all who travel to Cambridge with you. And I promise you, your treatment will not be hospitable.
I'd expect nothing less. Where will the trial take place?
You will be informed at my discretion. I will not afford you any advantages heading into this trial.
Well bargained and done, Redmond.
Well bargained and done. I look forward to your imprisonment, Adam Steiner.
What the hell was that?
I'm partial to survival, Commander. And this is the only way.
Is this a revenge play, Commandant?
No, but I will gladly take out every clanner I can for the sons and daughters of the Commonwealth.
Ease up. No need to kill each other while there's clanners willing to do that as we speak.
If we make it, getting my hands on the schematics and travel logs of that station will give us insight to the Vulcan's true numbers.
I hear you, but I don't welcome a fight against these demons.
Better than taking the full brunt of those warships. Okay. Sit this one out. But after the Jade Vulcans kill us, there will be no one left to pay you.
Brianna, start prepping for combat. We've got a battle to fight soon.
Understood.
Once I know the details, I'll give you the rundown. See you on the ground.
Jake, I'm sorry. I know this isn't your fight.
Well, It is now.
Okay, so just to make sure everyone's on the same page, let's watch the very beginning, just the beginning of the BattleTech cartoon real fast, just so you know the history.
Use your... This some kind of...
Your planet. Malthus of... Attention, Somerset. I am Star Colonel Nikolai Malthus of the Jade Falcon Clan. A full trinary stands ready to conquer your planet. What forces dare oppose us?
Is this some kind of joke?
You dare to refuse my bajal?
Refuse your what?
Prepare to feel the wrath of the Falcon's claws.
Okay, that's enough. We don't need to see more than that. Now you know where the history comes from. I've actually never seen the whole BattleTech cartoon, but, you know, I guess it's semi-canon now. It was always semi-canon. Now it's more semi-canon. Everything in MechWarrior 5 is not fully canon. It could be canon, but it's like semi-canon, you know, questionable. I guess one step closer to the BattleTech cartoon being the real deal. Here we go, unsafe landing. Jank, I know you didn't sign up for this type of fight, but I've seen you rise to the occasion before. I know you'll come through now. I know this will be easier said than done, but just remember, your old man was a clanner. It's in your blood to slay these demons. If you're able to gut this out, I'll make sure Commandant Steiner provides a fat bonus for your troubles. I won't forget your contributions either, especially if we're able to pull through this and the AFFC snatches up what I'm selling. But I don't want to speak too soon. We've got to win the trial here. Commandant Steiner was just informed of the details of this trial of possession, but it's not much to go on. She's withholding the exact coordinates of the starting ground, but they were able to sneak a recon satellite into the region for a quick sweep. They just detected Jade Falcon signatures in the sector, so we're ready to hit the ground and start throwing some punches. He's assigning you to come to do some of the heavy lifting early on. You'll need to clear a safe LZ for the Commandant and his forces to land. I know the asks are piling up here, Jake, but you always manage to work your way out of tight jams. You know I like being right, so don't prove me wrong now. The Commandant's counting on you to get things rolling. Go shoot some green birds and make it happen. Okay. The trial of possession is set to begin. Hit the ground in Cambridge and clear a safe LZ for the Commandant and his forces. Lush Canyon, let's go ahead and once again use my little handy... Take a screenshot, chat, get ready for anyone who's new here. Lush Canyon, I'll go by alphabetical order. Lush Canyon is 12. Heat level 12, so it's a little bit warmer than average, but this gives you an idea of how cold or how hot the biomes are. And restricted, blinding dust, interesting. Salvage, maximum. We got an extra 15 tons. That is enough to switch it up to this pretty nasty Battlemaster, actually. And maybe I'll bring this weird Battlemaster. Like, I can't use any clan technology unless I really need to. That's like just kind of a special condition I'm doing. We gotta be spheroids again. So I'm gonna try this out. We'll see how it goes. In the event I can't beat a mission, then I will bring out the clan mechs. Wait, I could have used the... I forgot, I could have used the champion. Yeah, this is fine. I'm not sad with this.
A safe LZ before Redmond.
Wow.
I know you weren't on board with this challenge.
The night vision isn't helping.
What's done is done. We're going into a frying pan. We need to pull in this same direction or we're cooked.
Did you just say cooked? So we go from using slang wrecked, which is pretty obsolete, and now we're using cooked, which is recent. You guys need to, like, make your minds up. You need to pick your generation of slang. I don't know what I'm shooting at, on God. Oh, artillery cannons. Okay, so this is an actual This is definitely a... What is that mission called? A beachhead. This is definitely a beachhead. Grab the cargo real quick. What did I get? Ammo. Should I just not collect any of this? Is that what they're telling me? Don't collect any of this? We're going to divert to the southwest for the artillery cannons. How about the flashbang experience, chat? Here we go. Yeah! This is what gets me going. I can see clearly now. Like, the image enhancement is real. I don't need the C to kick your ass. Don't hold me to that, chat. Do not hold me to that. Fire at the center of the box. Okay, I killed one. I proved I could do it. This is going to be the end of him. Moving, moving, moving. All right, step 2, we need to squish these artillery cannons. These are the very honorable artillery cannons. Fortunately, I chose a mech that can weave through the artillery pretty nicely. I'm not too worried about it. 64 kilometers is just right. It's just right for weaving. It's not too fast, it's not too slow, it's just right. This is where image enhancement, which we wouldn't be able to do, but if you could do image enhancement, it actually would be a handy, because the image enhancement would mean that the fog would be irrelevant. Like, you wouldn't care about the fog anymore. Once we destroy this artillery battery, we won't have to worry about that crap anymore. My 8 armor on my rear torso is not looking ideal. It's just enough armor to protect me from a few mistakes. And I've already used those mistakes, so I'm gonna have to be careful. All right. That's the end of their artillery cannons. We now need to move out and I guess get the rest of our reinforcements. I don't know if this is actually the Trial of Possession, or are we just clearing a pathway for the Trial of Possession? Because we need to travel a bit of a distance, I do not want to outpace the Awesome, so I'm going to set my mech to a cruising speed matching the slowest mech. That way he stays on board. It's going to take us a moment to get there, though, so let me catch up on chat. Herbile says, Jaden Core Devore from the Discord. Oh, yes, yes. Welcome, Jaden. It's a very specific cartoon from the Tharcad Broadcast Company. Apparently, it's all real now, I guess. That is the in-universe explanation, so it's canon. It's also a canon in-universe meant to paint the clanners as fools. Green birds and parrots. I mean, like, I don't even know if we know what a Jade Falcon actually looks like, since all the animals they're named after are actual animals, I'm pretty sure. Who knows? Maybe on their homeworld, the Jade Falcon is a parrot that carries a Japanese katana around. Who knows? Maybe it's, like, not symbolic. Did you ever consider that? All right, we're rolling up on the next satellite. It would be nice if we could destroy the final satellite without triggering the base defenses, but we'll see. So I'm guessing the complaint about there being too much mech spam hit the clans or hit the devs, and now they've added in clan vehicles? All right, we're going to go all the way to the north, and then we're going to try to hit that, even if I have to switch to the awesome. If I need to, I'll switch to the awesome, and then I'll try to snipe the last radio dish without activating the enemy base so that their defenses don't get, you know, grumpy about what I'm doing. That's the plan. According to the radar, it looks like it might be protected by a ledge of some kind, so that plan might not be as clean as I want it to be. Good. Yeah, this is the ledge right here. We need to find an angle. They did this on purpose. Because if we approach from the south... Whoa, what did that? If we approach from the south, we get too close to the base. If we approach from the west, there's a ledge in the way. Let's see if we can find an angle just to the... Ah, we got it. We got it. Switch to my awesome... Wait, this is not my awesome. All right, here we go. First, let me zero in on it. All right, I am hitting it. That's really dangerous just walking in front of me like that. I'm just saying. All right, zeroing in. All right, I saw it. Okay, I physically saw it there. All right, we're going to get reinforcements.
The relay system is disabled. Friendly dropships are en route.
All right, let's see what they send me. Is that new animation? I don't remember seeing, like, sparking electricity coming out like that. That might be a new animation.
Additional friendlies are entering the combat zone.
Alpha 1-1, this is...
All right, here comes the next wave.
Clearing out that AA installation. Heard you could use a little backup. We're on our way in. Stand by 2 miles.
A quick draw and a Wolverine. It's better than nothing. Veteran pilots. All right, let's move in. We got to support our allies. Got a Loki there. All right, I'm going to accelerate the combat speed. I don't care if I leave him behind. He's got such a long range, he'll be fine. I cannot keep track. There we go. Locking onto him. Dragonfly. Got to miss the links. Once I get to 400 meters, I'm going to sear his balls. All right, we've regrouped with the rest of the strikers. Time to move up. I'm ordering them to follow me, so now they can fire at whatever they want. I can't reveal my rear armor. I'm going to have them handle the Koshi. That's him. This Battlemaster has a lot of Inferno missiles, so it's pretty nasty. It's very honorable, too. I'm going to let them finish the job. I'm going for the Hellbringer. Already taking advantage of my rear armor. I'm guessing they got the mist links. So I can't make any more mistakes with my rear armor. So far, it's holding itself well. This is probably their last bit of mechs. Let's see what they've got for us. It'd be nice if we could get the strikers to take the brunt of this damage. That'd be great. In fact, if I hide behind the awesome, I could probably get them to shoot. I'm going to order our guys to hold fire. My lance is holding fire. Yeah, get in there. Get in there. First over the hill is a puma and a shadow cat. Right, they should be able to handle this. I think we're okay. I think they can do this. There's so many of there's so many strikers here. They're following me, so I'm gonna go ahead and get closer to them. That way they get closer as well. By not shooting them, they won't perceive us as a threat. All right, you just need to die. They're taking too long. You just need to die. There we go. Yeah, finish. There you go. You got him. Get him. Get him. You got him. Take him out. Good. Weapons free. Oh, another wave. All right, we're going to hold fire again. How are the strikers doing? Good enough, good enough. That quick draw is about to drop, but they're dropping right on top of us. Let me see if I can hide behind their awesome. Yeah, here we go. You guys should turn around. You should definitely turn around. All right, we're going to let them start fighting first, then we'll join the fight afterwards. Let them get a few shots in. All right, weapons are free. I got to be careful how I maneuver because I don't want them to hit me in the back. I'm going to have them focus on that Nova while I deal with this guy. Good. All right, I want to slow down. I'm going to get behind this artillery cannon. See, they're following me instead of engaging, which is not ideal. I want them to get in there and do some damage. That's what I want them to do. All right, well, everyone collapse on the Puma. Here we go. Good. That's how you share damage with the AI. You basically just don't shoot a little bit. I know it's kind of nerve-wracking to not shoot, but if you don't shoot a little bit, the AI always perceives whoever's doing the most damage as the threat. So I let the strikers shoot a little bit, and I waited for one of their mechs to go down, then I joined the fight as well. And then I showed a little bit of restraint by not, charging in and doing some circle strafing bullshit, because then I would have, probably gotten shot in the back. So, it's what you got to do. It's what you got to do. What do I want from these guys? I'm looking for the weapons that are available rather than the mechs themselves. This thing's got an ERPPC. The thing's basically intact. And then I'll take this. Something to sell. Ooh, I kind of want those LRM. Look how expensive those are. I really want some Artemis LRM 15s. That'd be pretty nice. Damn. I can barely get any of this stuff. I already have one of those. I'll take this. I don't have any Artemis LRM-5s. Not like I really want... Oh. UAC-2 burst fire? Oh, it's 1 salvage too expensive. Very sad face. Wait, well, let's grab some ammo. We don't have any ammo. Yeah, let's grab these. All right, we got it. Well, that's a start. Steiner's forces are on the ground and in one piece, but I have had a front row seat to your previous bouts with these clanners. I know you've got an uphill climb ahead. The Commandant's plotting the next move as we speak. He'll update you shortly. Good. Let's get everyone repaired. Looks nice. Nothing serious. Nothing broken. Good. That's what I want to see. Is there anything for sale here? Another catapult. Kind of want. I think 1 is fine. We got 1. That's fine. Let's check our status. Okay, so the catapult is actually ready. Maybe we'll bring it next battle. Adam Steiner says, I may not have heard about your outfit before we shared the battlefield in Barcelona, but since then, you've been providing me with a live scouting report, and I'm damn glad to have you on my side during this trial. I know going head-to-head with Jade Falcons wasn't in the deal you signed, but y'all performed like real pros before. We're going to need more of that to weather the storm. Redmond's done us no favors heading into this contest. The true size of their force is still a mystery to us. We need to have a better idea of what we're up against, or we'll risk them waiting us out and mopping us up with their reserves. I know the Jade Falcons. I fought them many times. Honor dictates that if we hit the field, Redmond will throw out her cadets to test their mettle. I'm assigning you as the advanced scouting party commander. See if you can shake up enough trees for the Falcons to move off their perch so we can get a solid head count. Then I can formulate a plan to win this thing. Ready yourselves, Commander. Let's find out how many Falcons we're dealing out here. I mean, at least the Falcons don't. They don't seem to hate us. You know, man, maybe we can get some good prices from their stores. Commandant Steiner needs your help. Poke and prod the Falcon forces in an effort to pin down the true size of their force you were fighting during the trial of possession. Could have swore you're supposed to declare your forces before trial of possession. You know, I don't know. I don't know everything, like, perfectly. There's, like, no money. Where's the money? 880,000 C-bills and 33 salvage? What even is this?
The sensors are malfunctioning due to the weather, and your visibility on this mission will be compromised as well.
Okay, here's the question. I kind of want to get... Oh, wait. You go in here. You go in here. Let's sell those real fast. 1.8 million for that, and 2.9 million for that. It's pretty good. Let me let the timeline go down. All right. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if I want to use the catapult, just because while the catapult is very useful, I'm worried that I won't have enough agency if I'm the one piloting it. So let me go ahead and do that. You can be... I don't care who's in it. You can be in it. Am I going to use the champion? Maybe. Question mark on the champion. Battlemasters? No, we're still way over the limit. Okay, so that means I'm just going to be a 3-mech formation. I could bring in the Atlas again. That's an option. What kind of battlefield is this? Lush Canyon? The Atlas needs a little bit of cover. I need to stick near cover in order to break contact wherever possible. So if I'm shaking up their forces, from a role-playing perspective, I suspect that means mainly I'll be fighting scouts and stuff. I don't know if that's what I want to bring. I'll do it anyways. I'll do it anyways. Question from Diablos. Anyone know if the Bushwhacker is an old model? No, it's actually very new. Very new model.
I'm counting on you to give me an idea of the size of the force Redmond's assembled against us in this trial.
We'll poke and prod. See how many of them stick their heads out.
Well, that's a lot of targets. That's a lot of targets. It's a lot of targets. looks like we got the full team of the Somerset Strikers here. That's good news. They got a catapult K2. Interesting. A rifleman. That's probably going to get destroyed. Yes, thank you for blockading me. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I just grabbed this. Ammo? Question mark? Ammo. You know, the clans are hypocrites, let me tell you how. They're all like, oh, you can't use contractions. There ain't no contractions in the clan diction. But, like, that's what Queeneg and Queaf are. That's just a contraction, but without the apostrophe. Because, like, what does the apostrophe do in a contraction? It just indicates that there are some missing letters that have been omitted from the word. That's all, like, Queaf and Queeneg are. They're just, like, making up some bullshit. And then, oh, it's just its own word. It's its own word. I want to go to this big installation first. Maybe there's repair bays there. It'd be kind of nice. Trying to zero in on them. There we go. Those are new models. That one fired missiles. Normally the Igors don't have missiles. Isn't Surratt also a contraction? I don't know the origin of it. I've heard some people say it's like a combination of slur and rat, but it also could be an animal. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. They get close enough, I'll give them a little bit of the bam, and I'll give them the wham. Something pinged behind us. If it's a scorpion, I don't want to get shot in the back pointlessly, so I might just go over here real fast to see if I can get a lock on something. Nothing. That's right. You better stay there. Don't even think about shooting me in the back, damn asshole. This guy's like, I'll shoot you in the front. How about that? I don't know why I fired the lasers. There's not a lot. Okay, there's a little bit of cover. Let's go further back. What is that? A Dargonfly? Lost targeting. Big damage on him there. You really want that, don't you? Here, I'll blow it up for you. I lost track. You bastard. Come on. Love the AC-5 for just picking off targets at a distance. Oh, that was an Arrow 4. Thank you for wasting your ammo on that. These are vehicle repair bays. These are not mech repair bays. So they're useless to us. A little unfortunate. Oh, what's that? Really? How are you not hitting that? It's a stationary turret. I take it out on you. I don't really like the idea of going through this ravine. I'd love to see if there is an alternate route. Preferably one that doesn't cause my AI to lose its damn mind. Right, looks like there's a pathway right over here. I just don't trust the ravine. Call me paranoid. I have a feeling the AI might get confused here, so I'm just going to order them to manually go to ground. Come on, you guys can do it. Don't disappoint me. You can do it. You got this? They did it. Oh, proud of you. Back in formation. Oops. We're going north. You know, this campaign is kind of easygoing. It's kind of nice, actually. I was expecting balls to the walls, maximum difficulty, like 400 tons every deployment. But it's kind of like, it's a lot more easygoing than I was expecting. I wasn't really anticipating a, like, mid-weight deployment slowly progressing into a full deployment. I don't hate it, though. It does give smaller mechs a chance to shine. And I'll commit that to memory. When they create another DLC, I'll remember that I should bring out a few of the smaller mechs. Diablo says I should bring out the melee variants. Well, you guys didn't vote for any melee variants. The only melee variant you guys voted for was the Battle Master, and I haven't found the melee version of the Battle Master yet. I am using the mechs that the community voted for to see if the clans can be beaten by our spheroid technology. Inner sphere mechs and inner sphere weapons only. Now, I am allowed to use DLC weapons, and I am allowed to use Lost Tech, but no clan mechs or clan tech, unless I just can't beat a mission. Then I'll break out the clan mechs to, you know, clear up the drains. I don't envy these really massive battlefields like that. That is a complaint that I have about MechWarrior 5. I don't really envy these, or I don't really, not the right word, I don't enjoy these massive battlefields where, like, you're just walking, and I know it's, oh, you should use a faster mech, you should use a faster mech, you should use a faster mech, but, like, there's no strategy to it. Like, it's not like there's a time limit or something. It's just using a faster mech to avoid the sense of inconvenience. Let me back up a little bit. I gotta say, I'm pretty sure I hate the Dasher more than any other clan mech. Like, the Dasher is such a pain in the ass. That Koshi was no problem. We squished him easily. Who's firing missiles at me? I can fire missiles back. I got him too. He's in range of my lasers. Let's stay over here. We got a better angle, I think, over here. And by that, I mean we don't have to fight all of them at once based on their... That was stupid. He stood still. Dumb idea. No, 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 no. Everybody get over here. What are you doing? There we go. We're going to use this hill here to block some of their line of fire to get some fruit. Oh, what's that? What's attacking me? Who's doing it? Who's doing it? All right, I don't know what happened to that vulture. There he is. I'm going to lose targeting. Yep. I still nicked him, though. That was a hit. I wish I could tell the Somerset Strikers to go up. That would be great. That'd be awesome. Yeah, just stay right there, buddy. Let me get a few missile volleys in. There goes his side torso. Love to see it. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, we've almost cleared all the locations. Looks like the Strikers specifically wanted that fuel tank destroyed. Nothing else, though, just the fuel tank. I think we're going to continue going on the outskirts of the map. It'll be harder to surround us in that case. Darcio says that on the tabletop, the Koshi explodes faster as well. The speed is just like... Unless I have a designated fire moth squishing weapon, they're really annoying. Which that would be like... Streak SRMs, that's like my fire moth squishing weapon. It's like the fly swatter. A lot of Artemis LRMs will do it too. Just because some of them are going to hit it. I tried to zoom the map in, I'm like, wait, that's not a command. A Nova with the PPCs. What's the other target? Oh, I don't know who to go for here. I think we're just going to go for the Nova. Oh my god. We like flattened him. It wasn't even a thing. That's right, have some missiles. Oh, don't hit my own guy. They are blocking my lines of fire. I'm hitting the awesome in the back. Yeah, whatever. It's not my repair bill. Very good. Actually used the clan's tactics against them. They came to us, and the range was in our favor for a change. Oops. Do I need to change the... What does L do? Maybe I should change the light amplification to L. Because the thing is that N is right next to B. That's why I keep doing that. The 4x zoom. I haven't really noticed it, admittedly. Mainly because the only time I need the 4x zoom right now is for the AC5. When I start using like a ER large laser or a... Gauss rifle, I'll probably notice it more. Got a target. Launching. Lost targeting data. Maybe I can get that thing. Come on, give me that targeting data. Hey, gimme. Yeah, get in there, Somerset Strikers. Don't refuse their bachal. I need to get a better position. If I go up the hill, I can shoot. I got plenty of missiles. We need to be generous with the missiles. Let them have the missiles. Maximum missiles. Don't know what I'm shooting at. Why is my catapult going? Come back here. What are you doing? Come back over here. What are you doing? Come back over there. What are you doing? Oh, we're done. Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Oh my god. Get out of my way! Why won't you die? Okay. Who shot at me? Who did that? Oh, it's a Loki. Okay, I'm right by this nice hill. This hill can provide me some cover if necessary. Who did that? Down he goes. One thing I like about Artemis LRMs is they're very good for just cleaning up the battlefield of shitty vehicles and turrets and shit. Now that the clans use shitty vehicles and turrets and shit, it's actually pretty handy. This seems like the least honorable trial of possession. Let me see. The Hellbringer has got an autocannon on it still. This one doesn't have too much on. Let's take the Hellbringer. LBX AC-20. UAC-10 burst fire. Let's get a rare... Well, I mean, we kind of need mechs, too. We need to sell mechs. We need to sell stuff to get money. We need money. We're not doing as good on money as I would like. We don't need those. Something that we don't have a lot of. Yeah, we only have 7 tons. Oh, we don't have a lot of this ammo. Let's grab some of this ammo. You did, okay. You did 1,100 damage from the AI. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That gives me a sense of, I don't know. Like, I'm feeling optimistic about that catapult. Anything get damaged? No. I'm feeling optimistic about it. Who are we buying from here? If we're in the middle of nowhere, who are we buying from? Adam Steiner says, Commander, now we've cleared up the picture enough to know how many of warriors Redmond is willing to sacrifice to beat us. We could try to whittle him down. It's clear that Redmond is using this trial as an opportunity for her cadets to hone their skills against us, to harden them. I'd be flattered, but we're in a life or death struggle. So the pride in knowing she thinks of us as stiff enough to test the blood of her underlings will have to wait. If Redmond wants us to keep testing her cadets' skills, we'll oblige. I've selected various targets in the area for different assault groups to hit fast and furious. Use the Jade Falcon playbook against them. Prep for combat. Redmond wants to blood her warriors. We'll bloody them for her. Commandant Steiner has tapped you to eliminate priority targets discovered on your last op. Begin chipping away at the Jade Falcon forces opposing you in this contest. Conditions are the same. Lush Canyon, evening. All salvage, I guess. Let's throw the battle mechs in here. Let's go ahead and sell. Nova was worth 2.2 million. The Hellbringer was worth 4 million. Getting us in a better direction, but, you know, we could use more money than that. Could use a little more. Could use a little more. We're up to 265. Okay, let me deploy my smallest mechs. Can we deploy a full lance if I do all my smallest mechs? Nope, we're still well over. So, in that case, is it Stalker time? It might be time for the Stalkers to come out. 3 Stalkers is not a bad team. I'm gonna do my Primitive Stalker. Primitive Stalker's coming out. Where's the Primitive Stalker? Primitive Stalker with the chemical lasers. I'm getting kind of annoyed with you here. And then I'll bring in the fire support Stalkers, I think. Okay, yeah, we got the Stalker team. This is the Jeffrey Epstein team. All right, let's do this. Oh, 8 days.
We need to keep the momentum up in this trial. We've gotten a solid read on some prime Vulcan targets.
Ah, my reinforcements.
Out and chip away at Redmond's will to win this thing.
We're on your page, Commandant.
Well, we've kind of been just dumped into this. So, in that case, I guess we're just going to go over here first, and then we'll just kind of snake our way around. We might as well eliminate the left flank first. I think that's a good idea. Looks like yet another map where I've got to travel really far. You know, you love to see that. Love to see that. So this mech has 24 Inferno SRMs. It's quite spicy, especially up close where my accuracy is better. Then it's got 2 large chemical lasers and 4 small chemical lasers, which is surprisingly heat efficient. It will overheat if I shoot enough, but it's more heat efficient than you'd expect. One of my allies might be trapped. Let me see. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He'll figure it out. He'll be fine. He'll figure it out.
Copy that, Commander. Rallying at your location.
So the target is at the end of this ravine. That actually could be good for us because the ravine is blocking the line of sight, and I'm more close range this time.
Tailing behind you, Commander.
Darzio says that after the campaign ends, we should be able to get the Sunder. I do want to try me a Sunder. Oh, we've got an enemy here. Let's let everyone catch up. In we go. I'm gonna go this way. I don't know what we're dealing with. A Puma with the double PPCs. Right now they're shooting at me. Now they're not. Let's see how good your... Oh, well, you're just dead now. Let's see how good your weapons are when I set you on fire. Yes, go ahead and eject. Oh, too late. Oh, these explode, don't they? They sure do. A good start. I mean, I shouldn't pat myself on the back too much. We killed 2 like light mechs, so. Interesting song. I'm into the song. If I destroy enough of these, we'll find out if Captain Planet is real or not. Maybe he's canon too. Oh god. It's a Kodiak. It's a new mech. Great counter barrage by the team. Love to see it. Love to see it. What am I doing? I'm not going to hit with that. Wrong weapon group. Okay. Taking big damage from our counter barrage. Wow. Rest in pieces. Our counter barrage is really nice. You'll love to see it. Lycan Metal's here. How's it going, Lycan Metal? This is the new DLC. And apparently the cartoon is real now. Some people said it was always real. I thought it was like a propaganda piece. Who knows? Truth be told, I don't know much about the BattleTech cartoon. I'm more of a, when it comes to cartoons, I'm more of a Gundam guy. All right, we've got something. Nothing spectacular. I don't know where the mech is. Normally there's at least one mech, even if it's not a good spot. Nothing? Feel free to ask any questions about the DLC. Obviously, I'm not an expert on it because I'm playing it for the first time myself, but if you're looking for any impressions or opinions about it, I can tell you what I know at the moment. Snackjack says, so I have to get home and play this. They always release DLCs on days I work. That's why the sheriff isn't here. He would have been on the stream with me. He's usually my co-host. But he had a wedding to go to. One of his friends was having a wedding, so... he might, I mean, like, what time is it? 4:25? I mean, he won't be, maybe in the next 30 minutes he'll be home? At the earliest. Depends how much he socializes. A Man of War. Interesting. All right, our counter barrage is beginning. Let me get in there and help. What kind of light mech is that? A Koshi? A dropship is arriving behind us. I'm going to have them continue dealing with the Man of War. ACs, this one will overheat easier. Let's go for the one that overheats easier. He is overheated and he's down. Saturating him with the Infernos. They did... No, they haven't finished off the Man of War, but it's pretty banged up. Switch to the Koshi real quick. Let's just get him out of here. Back to the Man of War. Sometimes you got to trust the AI a little bit. Kind of scary, but you got to do it. One of my stalkers is showing signs of pretty notable damage. I have to be careful. Let me get a damage report. Oh, they're so behind me, I can't turn around. They deserve it. Oh, God. I inhaled oxygen into my oxygen. Oh. As I was saying, I want them to add more heat-based weapons, like plasma cannon hasn't been invented yet, but apparently deep in the lore, there are actually incendiary autocannons. I want them to add all... I like heat playstyle. I think the heat playstyle is really fun, so I want them... What's happening over there? What are you doing? What are you doing over here? Disentangle yourself immediately, you dummy. Disentangle and regroup. So you have you're holding together, bud. I might have you stop contributing. So F3 hold fire. All right, so the second stalker is now going to hold fire. And then I'll let them contribute again. I'll let them contribute again once the fighting starts, so that the clan AI focuses on some of the other mechs more. Although I should lead the attack here. My armor is so good that I should lead the attack. I think I'll do that. In fact, I was being a little cautious, but I think I'll lead the attack on this one. I'm going to order our mechs to stop right about there. Just because I'm planning to lead the attack doesn't mean that I'm not going to use this to block some of their attacks, at least. That should be enough on him. A summoner. Good. Ammo? Yeah, okay, it looks like everything's ammo here. Yeah, plasma cannons have not been invented yet. Sometimes PGI breaks the rules, though, and they're like, like PPCX doesn't even exist. So, like, you know, maybe they'll bend the rules a little bit. You know, we'll see. I mean, we don't even need plasma cannon yet. Like I said, deep in the lore, incendiary autocannons are a thing. I'll take it. Incendiary autocannons, flamers, and inferno missiles. I'll use it. I'll do it. Conflict Horizon says it took him about 2 hours to beat the DLC. Damn, I'm behind schedule then. What's that? Ooh, we got the Kodiak. The KDK-2. I'll take it. I'm taking it. I'll take it. I don't know. Let me get something that I don't have a lot of. You don't have a lot of Clan LRM ammo. I'm gonna grab these Clan LRM ammo. And what else do we not have a lot of? Give me the laser. Give me the machine gun ammo. Looks like we managed to save our stalker from getting too beat up. Let's get a damage report. I keep hearing like an echo in the back of my head. Like it's really like freaking me out. I keep wondering if like I got like an audio bug. A little bit of damage on the heatsink, but it survived. And I didn't suffer any armor breaches, so no question about the equipment there. Dragonfly. I kind of want another catapult just in case. Wait, so I am buying from Clan Jade. So Jade Falcon is literally selling me these things. So they're giving me a markup. They are literally so I am buying the catapult from Jade. Okay, I see. Are there people to hire here? Okay. Adam Steiner says, Commander, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if Redmond hasn't hit the panic button yet, she's got her hand hovering over it. We've chewed up and spit out the cadets she's thrown out at us. They've been training under her. If the goal was to put what she's taught them on display on the battlefield, they're not a great example of clan superiority. But I know a fight against the Jade Falcons isn't over until it's over. And Redmond's bringing out her big guns now. During the battle lull, she sent me a transmission promising our demise is around the corner. She's prepared to send out her collection of battle-hardened Academy instructors to try to sway this battle in their favor. Facing off against untested cadets is one thing, but we're about to slug it out against another tier of warrior. We all need to up our game before heading out into this next scrap. Let's keep grinding them down, Commander. We need to hit them so that the ghost of Kerensky will feel it. Then maybe they'll throw in the towel. I'll see you on the ground. Lush Canyon, morning, same conditions. Trial of possessions reaching a boiling point. Kristen Redmond is now dispatching her most seasoned trainers against you in a bid to end the contest, fend off these formidable warriors, and continue to push to ultimate victory over the clans. Sure, we'll do it. The maximum salvage, we're getting paid like pennies right now. 800,000 C-bills, we're getting paid pennies right now. Pennies. I know I'm stupid. I didn't calculate what it would, I didn't calculate our tonnage of what the lightest lance would be, if it would still work. Oh my god, we're almost there. We can almost do it. But almost doesn't count, I'm afraid. Kodiak, into the bin. Timeline. Advanced to mission start. Transmissions? Yeah, sure. I'll get right on that. I'm kind of busy right now, though. I'm just saying. Kind of busy. So we have 65. If I had another champion, we could do this. But alas, a second champion I don't have. I kind of want to bring the catapult out, though. So I will bring something bigger. Bigger. Stronger. Is it time to use the peanut butter again? We're in the exactly wrong tonnage right now. This is the exactly wrong level of tonnage. Where's my LRM awesome at? Here it is. All right, my fire support awesome, my PPC awesome, and the peanut butter. Yeah, sure, let's do it. User has what year is the DLC? I think 3055-ish? I can't remember.
Remind me again why I risked my neck fighting against these clans. Fastest way for you to keep the bounty hunters off your back. You're a royal pain in the ass, Commandant. Social crossing. Are your forces guarding the perimeter?
We're in place.
We get any unwanted gas at distance, you turn them back.
Copy that.
Okay, there's not a lot of cover here. That's not great because I'm not a, I'm a very close range mech. So I'm gonna have to use some AI shenanigans to get into position, or maybe I can find some, that's good, possibly an ambush point.
Let's get on those
Did you say square up? Like, what generation of slang are we using? Square up. Pull up on them. I wonder if I can act as an observation scout for our missile support. As long as they don't notice me, it should be fine. Something is behind our guys as well. I just saw the blip. Let me get, like, I'll get a visual lock on them without shooting. Let's move up. Wait. What's happening over here? Okay, this is more substantial than I was expecting. Let's get the Koshi first. We gotta thin these idiots out. These guys are, they're not doing what I want them to do. You guys can't be here. You can't be doing this. His weapons are disarmed. I'm switching targets. Gave him the old squisheroni. Okay, I'm gonna take some rear armor damage if I'm not too careful. If I'm not careful at all, I'll take some damage here. He's not a threat. He's not a threat. Let's get this. Wait, get that thing. Yeah, get him. Kill him. Shoot him. I am not where I want to be in terms of tactical positioning. They are making a fool out of me at the moment. I don't like it. That guy's not a threat. I think I want to get my rear armor patched up. Ordering our guys to stay put. The fact that we've got 4 repair bays implies that this is going to be a longer mission. Conflict Horizon says the new jump jets have impressed him. That's a good sign. I have not historically been a fan of jump jets. I'm gonna order them to hold position because, we gotta do something about these guys. My weapons are not effective against elementals, unfortunately. Can't let them shower me too much with rear armor damage. Damage report on our allies. Lots of rear armor damage. Not liking it, not liking it. Not liking it, not liking it. I guess I'll get them repairing. I wanted to save them from me, but this guy's taken enough damage to justify it. Looks like we're fighting again.
Commandant, we've been bombarded at the perimeter. Some Falcons slipped through. They're about to become your problem.
We've got enough guns to...
Okay, we're gonna have attack on both sides. Move our guys into cover. These elementals are annoying because they're a real distraction. They're a great distraction. So they just dropped on the other side as well. Okay, let's get this guy some heat on this guy. Down he goes. All right, we secured one flank. That's the good news. The other side looks like it's mainly a recon star. Direct hit on the elementals. I am not good at killing elementals. These weapons are not ideal. Damage report coming in. Okay, the elementals are going to distract me. I really need to work on these guys. All right, we need repairs again. Not you, you.
Redmond's not done stacking obstacles in front of us.
Clanners hate wasting resources. They're getting desperate. Hopefully we can sucker them into a few mistakes.
You're gonna have to just deal with it. I'm gonna repair so that I can lead the attack, so I can absorb some, like, maybe I can draw their attention and absorb some damage here. The last of my awesomes will, he'll just have to deal with it.
System offline.
All right, setting to a cruising speed so that everybody can stay together. And it looks like I gotta lead the next attack. The third awesome is going to hold fire. Give them a chance to, like, let the clans build up their attention on somebody else. Man, what would really be nice against those elementals is if I had, like, an LBX autocannon with the scattering projectiles. What's happening? Oh, I didn't order them to follow. There's our battle armor. What are you doing?
The commander just hit us with a move order.
He's stuck. He's literally stuck. Come on.
We're joining up with the commander.
Come on. Oh, we got an Atlas with an AMS. That's kind of nice. Pretty nasty looking awesome with the triple ERPPCs. The Archer with the longsword, that's a pretty good one. That one's really nasty with Infernos because you can overheat them and then you can get into melee combat and chop them up. It's pretty nasty. This target is way out in the open. There's water, though. That favors the clans, not us. Stop here. Ordering everyone to hold fire. Get into the water, actually. Just hold position in the water. The linebacker? Alright, they're attacking my lance. Get out of my... You bitch! Blocking me. I did not want to go head-to-head like this. I wanted to go around, but... Alright, here we go. I can't show my back to him, but we're going to move into the next set of cover. Like this. Okay, we need... Okay, you move right there. Right there is fine. Get the Somerset Strikers in there. Good. Now we're moving in. The numbers are in our favor. Armor is holding, but not for too much longer.
We just gave you and your instructors a lesson in defeat Redmond. Now teach them how to cut their losses and tap out.
You think she'll give up that easy?
It was worth a shot.
If this keeps going, you're really gonna have to throw some extra jet at me.
Careful what you wish for, Val.
So we weren't able to move our... that's because it's hard to maneuver the AI precisely. The stupid Somerset Strikers followed me perfectly, so they got into cover, but our Awesome wasn't able to get into cover, and that was the only viable target they had, but, you know, it's not that big a deal. These things happen. And then I'll just take something. It felt good It felt good to carve another loss in the Edmonds combat record. I bet she still hasn't conceded the trial to us. We're not leaving the battlefield until she admits defeat. Let's make it happen. 5 million C-bills. Cutscene.
No need to update me, Star Colonel. I watched as your warriors proved unworthy against Adam Steiner and the Freebirth mercenaries.
They are better fighters than expected.
They will now face a stronger challenge. Adam Steiner, this is Nikolai Malthus.
Decide to crawl out from under your hiding space, Malthus?
You have provoked my fury for the last time. We should settle this on the battlefield.
We're not going anywhere.
Then I will see you shortly.
Underestimate these free births at your own peril.
Neg, they have my full attention. I will add all their names to my codex.
I guess this is going to be it. This might be the final mission. There's no way they can continue once we beat Nikolai. All right, so we need to downgrade. It's fine. I'm not too precious about like whether or not the LRMs Artemis are like lining up perfectly. What do you mean? Oh, it's a stream. I don't care if it's a stream. 118 days, well, that's the end of him. He's not going to be seeing service for the rest of this. Unless there's another warp jump, but I don't think there is. I get the feeling that this is the end of the line. End of the line. We don't need the Loki. Loki's out of here. 4.1 million. Basically, finances our repairs, which is fine. Nothing to buy. Nothing new. Adam Steiner says, well, it appears the biggest obstacle remaining between us and winning the trial is Nikolai Malthus, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I battled Malthus across Jade Falcon occupation zone many times. I turned beating his ass into my hobby. Not to mention I stole a bunch of clan tech out from under his nose after he had taken me prisoner on Twycross. I think he's still a little bitter. Since all the humiliations he suffered by my hand doesn't seem to have put a dent in his arrogance, we'll be able to use that against him on the battlefield and put this trial to bed. Make no mistake, Commander, we're in for a hell of a fight. Malthus may be prone to getting in his own way, but he's fueled by rage and revenge against me, so I know this isn't going to be a picnic. We're close to the finishing line, Commander. We need to go through Nikolai Malthus to get there, so gear up and help me deliver the knockout punch. Time to smack Malthus around for old time's sake. Plush Canyon, same conditions, morning. It's all come down to this, the last chapter in the heated rivalry between Adam Steiner and Nikolai Malthus as they finally renew hostilities on the battlefield, face the veteran Jade Falcon and his warriors in a bloody showdown that will determine the outcome of this trial of possession. I wish they gave me a little more a forecast. Like, is this going to be just a big-ass battle? Is this going to be like an exploration-type mission? I wish they gave me a little more intel. Looks like, I don't know, I might just never be able to deploy a full team. I just might not be able to do it. It just might not happen. Oh, we're 10 tons over. Very sad face. High levels of sad face. Okay, I mean, I get, do I bring my best mech in honor of facing off against Nikolai Malthus? What is my best mech? It's probably the Primitive Stalker. The Primitive Stalker is in repair still. Wait, let's advance time. Advance time. Okay, Primitive Stalker is ready for battle. That is probably my best mech. We'll bring out all my maximum level. Well, not that it really matters, you know. They're going to disappoint me no matter what they do. Did I move everything into... Yeah. What are we going to bring? All of my fire support mechs appear to be requiring repairs. So we might just have to fight it out the old-fashioned way. Maybe this weird mech can come in with the Guardian ECM and the active probe. This team is very, very, how do you say, all or nothing? Very close range. We'll see how it goes.
We've hit the end game of this contest. Whatever we have in the tank, we leave it all out on the battlefield.
Ooh, this is not very...
It always is for us.
IFF readings show Malthus on the field.
Well, it looks like it's quite a hike to him.
At least he's not a no-show.
All right, so we need to find out how to advance on the... I really don't want to cross into there. Yep, stop. Hug the wall, hug the wall, hug the wall, hug the wall, hug the wall.
Heads up, Commander. There's active artillery out there.
Those impacts are an anthem of mayhem. We need to find a way to change the station.
Unless you want your limbs rearranged, stay mobile. If you get a clean shot of those guns, take it.
Good. Where are the artillery cannons firing from? Okay, these are role-playing artillery cannons, I think. They differ from the standard artillery cannons, which are always trying to hit you directly. These ones might just be barraging in general. I got a repair bay. That's good news. Or bad news. It might mean that it's a tough fight. On the other side of that mountain, that's good. That means I've got some line of sight blockage. Come to a stop. Throttle up. All right, they just dropped off. We're close enough that if they turn the corner, we're in a decent range right here. Okay, we know where those are. But we can't get distracted by them because we got them right here. Toasted him. Moving up. Wait for it to explode. Oh, look at that guy right there. He's burning, which is good. Moving into my way, which is less good. Assorted vehicles. Probably not the end of the world. Good. Who is shooting? Or did I step on a power thing? Okay, I think the Battlemaster needs a repair. Let me see how we're looking. Sure, let's get you just patched up real quick. Wrong. Where's my stalker at? All right, let's form up. Do I want to repair as well? I don't know. I might not be coming back here. It might be worth it. I'm not even going to bother with that thing. They can handle it. He's got a Gauss rifle. He crashed. Good news. Crash does a good bit of damage to the lighter armored mechs. Good. Yeah, I believe I'm just going to go ahead and get patched up real fast. I don't think we're going to come back here. And I need to have full armor in the event that I need to lead the attack personally. All right. What's he dropping? Interesting, interesting. My aim was a little off there, which is not ideal. They're using their range advantage on me, which I hate. But I'm close enough to burn him. He might have shut down. Those ERPPCs, even with double heat sinks, are really hot. Doesn't feel good once you get those infernos on them. I think I might be able to hit that. Yeah, I can hit that. Well, let's make sure we destroy everything. No need to do that. Battlemaster damage report, light damage and kind of like moderate damage on the other one. Maybe I can get a... Oh, more repair bays. You love to see it. Okay, here we go.
We'll go through as many Jade Falcons as we need to get to Malthus.
Easy, Commandant. Remember, I need you alive.
Okay, there's a big rock in between us and the dropship, but it's pretty far away. Maybe if we wait, they'll come to us. Either way, as long as we can make it to the next area without massive damage, we can use those and we should be able to bounce right back. Didn't see anything. There's a smaller rock just north of this one. Oh, there he is. He is the, interesting. Ooh, this is a nastier lance. I gotta get in there. Or a star, I'm sorry. I gotta eat some damage for the team here. Yeah, focus on me. Come on, finish him off. There we go. Who fired that laser? Okay, the angle suggests it's a helicopter. Where am I being shot from? He didn't die from that? Okay, we're gonna fall back here. I need to get some armor back on my right arm. All right, time to get back in there. Cook them with the Infernos. Put the Nova, have it go supernova. They're in the water. That's going to help a lot for them. But I can get into the water too. I'm starting to overheat. Now I'm in the water, letting them have it. That's thick inner sphere armor eating up those PPCs, no problem. Oh, he grabbed me. Yeah, well, you can have fun doing that. Damn, I wanted to shave off a few C-bills. Let me tell you, Stalker, one of the better, I don't know, I think Stalker might be the best general purpose inner sphere assault mech that's accessible as well, not like a weird one. Like, it's available in 3015, you know, I don't know, it just works in the words of the words of the great Todd Howard, it just works. Just works. I guess we'll take this. That was kind of a joke build too, to be truth be told. I did the chemical I mean, I know chemical lasers are pretty good, but like, you know, I kind of just did it to be funny, to be like, oh, I'm gonna use sniff some like chemical vapors and like put some idiots in the dirt. You know, we probably need a bunch of clan flamers. Probably have their use. But it's actually a pretty good build. The chemical lasers have very low heat generation. That's very handy. Repair. 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 All right, we're going to sell this Hellbringer. I don't need you. Goodbye. 4 million C-bills. 4.1 million C-bills, I'm sorry. Kristen Redmond's been true to her word. The Falcons allowed you all to pass and dock with us. But even if Redmond is holding to her word, I worry that those 5 warships are on the verge of blowing us all to Kingdom Come at a moment's notice. Adam agrees we shouldn't linger here. So take one last look around to make sure your stuff is all accounted for. Then let's get the hell out of here. We can worry about the particulars on the learned journey home. And I never asked for any of this.
Oh, I'm putting in for some R&R after this stretch.
Oh, well, there's no rest for the weary, Fahad. I'll make sure you're compensated for the extra time.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
We good, Rihanna?
No clanners have followed us here. So far.
Well, there you go, Fahad. Enjoy the R&R while you can.
Commander, Spears, Commandant Steiner would like to see you on his ship.
I don't think the gratitude will be on hold this time around.
Before we part ways, I personally want to thank you on behalf of the Commonwealth.
I'm just glad IE could deliver for you.
Things got pretty dicey out there, but it felt good to put more dents into Redmond and Malthus's records.
You definitely etched your names on the Jade Falcon's kill list. And they have long memories.
Well, you don't last as long in this game as we have, without making a few enemies.
Well, based on your performance, I suspect you'll make a few more before you call it a career.
Speaking of enemies, IE has plenty of data to offer that can help the Commonwealth and the rest of the Inner Sphere.
And I'm gonna lobby for Regent Catherine Steiner-Davian to take that data off your hands. We're gonna need it. Even though the war is simmered after Tukayed, it's only a matter of time until chaos reigns again. But we've got something cooking in the corridors of Tharkad.
What's in the works?
Let's just say, if things go according to plan, we'll be able to take the fight to the clans, and then some. This isn't just intel. It is hope. Hope that we can come out on top. And as I always say, information is ammunition.
All right. I think we're done. Let's see what our final rewards are. 30 million C-bills, 400 reputation, a hero model of the Bushwhacker, ER large laser, 3 medium lasers, AC-10, 2 machine guns, LRM-5, so similar to the original, same speed. I don't have the mod installed that tells me what hidden stats. I don't know why I need a mod for that. Just tell us what the mech's full stats are. The reason I don't have it installed is because it keeps crashing my game. So I'm like, what can you do? Medium pulse laser, 3 clan medium pulse laser, a clan ultra autocannon 10, 3 tons of ultra AC ammo, and then Valton Ryder. I guess he gets to join us. We get like one of his crewmates. Commander, I just confirmed with Spears that we received our full payout. We definitely earned this one. I'm not going to lie, when we had the Jade Falcon warship seconds away from firing upon us, I thought we'd finally bitten off more we could chew, but you pushed your limits and pulled us through the muck, Commander. Your father would have been proud. He also said Commandant Steiner gave your performance a glowing review, so we have another satisfied customer. Not a bad outcome, considering the two of you were at each other's throats. Thankfully, you boys seemed to bury the hatchet and a few Jade Falcons so we could pull through. According to Spears, Commandant Steiner has risen in the ranks thanks to the success of this operation. Apparently, Regent Catherine Steiner-Davian was following his exploits closely, so we helped him look good. But now that Steiner's orbiting the throne, Spears says one of his mercenaries, Valton Ryder, and his Bushwhacker mech is looking for a change of scenery. I reckon we can never have enough veteran mech warriors who know how to fight. Before Spears departed for IE, he informed me now, armed with new intel, it likely won't be long before they come calling us again. But I think we should sit back and wait for a job offer that will be far less taxing, preferably outside of the clan occupation zone, but I think we've had our fill of those demons. I'll let you know if anything comes through the pipeline. So, that's our money. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Where's the nearest industrial hub? Wow. No industrial hub. Let's just mosey on over. Down over here. Oh, Hero Mech. The Hero Panther. Oh, the Panther KK. This was, I think, Tetsuhara Minoru's Panther. Pretty sure it was. Can't remember. Anyways, all right. So now that I've beaten it, we're going to go into the... this is the part where I am going to review the... I'm going to review everything. And also, I will answer any of your questions about the experience, so feel free. So it's an AMA. After drinking all that Mountain Dew, give me a second. I got to use the restroom real fast, so go ahead and ask your questions, and I'll read them. I'll be right back. Give me like a minute. Okay, so question, how was the Bushwhacker? I did not get a chance to use it because it was not a mech in my arsenal, and we just now earned it. Let's take a look at what it looks like. This is the custom paint job on it. Very desaturated camo look. You know, got the blue camo arms, very desaturated. The body and the legs are all kind of like camo green, desaturated. Oh, excuse me. How do we get X pulse lasers and the mechs like the Incubus? I bet they're just added to the arsenal now. That would be my opinion. Yeah, so here's Arrow 4. So it's just added to the arsenal. So in order to get X pulse lasers, you're just going to have to check the market. Let's sort by name. Here it is. Small X pulse laser. So it's just in the market. You'll just have to look around. 1 damage. Wow. It does rate of fire 120 RPM. So it shoots like super fast. It shoots like... It's like a machine. 120 RPMs. That's how fast the AC-5 rapid fire shoots. So it's super, super fast. Let's do let me do some calculations real quick. So it does 120. That's 120 damage per minute. That's twice the power of a medium laser. Technically, it's quite strong. Actually, it could be quite good. Medium X pulse laser. This one is a low tech one. It's like tier 0, so it's not too impressive. Large X pulse laser. They could be pretty good. I'm not sure. I don't know. They could be. What about light autocannon? One way you could tell is by looking at the DLC symbols. I don't see any here. Hopefully that answers your question, though. Okay, so like I said, feel free to ask any questions you want to know about the DLC. So I'm going to give a quick review now, and then I'll tell you whether I think it's worth it. Now, the first thing, there is a confounding factor. I don't want to judge fairly. I want to judge fairly, but I don't want to, I want to talk about what the limitations of my knowledge are so we can get on the same page. The campaign is not a good representation of how valuable a DLC is, because the true value of a Mercenaries DLC is what it adds to the sandbox. Something that you can play for hundreds, maybe thousands of hours. The true value does not come from the campaign. The true value comes from whatever all of the extra mechs and all of the extra weapons and stuff add to the gameplay sandbox. So I've only played this we're going on our 3rd hour. So this is like not really a great way to review the DLC purely from the perspective of the campaign. So let's start out by acknowledging that. Now, what do I feel about the campaign? So on one hand, I thought the campaign, as you know, it's kind of like the Duncan Fisher campaign in the sense that, you know, they brought a celebrity, we had a celebrity guest. That said, I think, unlike the Ballad of Duncan Fisher, where I think they did a really awful job of depicting Duncan Fisher, I thought this one went a lot better. I think they did pretty good service to Redmond, Malthus, and Adam Steiner. I think all of that went, you know, way better than the Ballad of Duncan Fisher. And I think that's because I just don't think the PGI writers are very good at humor. I think humor is one of their weak points. Like, think about, like, Cotton, the announcer. He just makes a lot of, like, Ren and Stimpy fart jokes and stuff, like bodily fluid jokes and stuff. It's just very, like, obsolete humor. So I think when they are not attempting to do humor, which out of all the ranges, if you think of all the ranges of emotions that a artist can depict, humor is their weak spot. Their second weak spot is probably like romance, love, stuff like that. Like all of the soft emotions, like that's where PGI's weak point is. It makes sense considering that Battletech is a very like hard, angled, ones and zeros, very jagged. It doesn't really have the more, what you might consider like the feminine, you know, rounded emotions. I do think it's very important though, because that completes the human experience. Like, you know, having sadness, having love, having like joy that doesn't feel like fucking cringe completes the human experience. So it is still something I think they need to work on. But one of the complaints I did have about the campaign is that some of the missions felt cheap. And what I mean by that is some of the missions just felt like normal MechWarrior 5 missions. They just felt like you're doing a raid, you're doing assassination, you're doing a beachhead. I don't hate raids, I don't hate beachheads, I don't hate assassinations, but it's not, okay, like what people like the narrative campaigns for is that, oh, bespoke, handcrafted missions with like unique objectives, unique effects and stuff like that. This campaign definitely felt a lot more cheap. Some of the missions, and even the most elaborate missions, felt much more like one of the earlier DLCs rather than like something like particularly novel. I'm not going to say it was the deal breaker, but I definitely noticed it. It was in the back of my mind where I'm like, man, this is just a objective raid. This is just an assassination. This is just a beachhead. So I am going to count points off of that. The Trial of Possession was, the story of it I thought was a little disappointing in that, I don't know, it didn't really, you know, like there was no like declaration of forces or stuff like that. Maybe they don't have to, but to me, this Trial of Possession just felt like a series of like battles. Like I didn't feel like any ritual, I didn't feel any ceremony. It just felt like more battles. Some of the battles were still fun, don't get me wrong, but you know, that's kind of my first thought about what I didn't like about the campaign. Now, let me tell you something I did like about the campaign. Something I liked about the campaign is that it was easier. Not in the sense that, like, I'm just like, oh, thank God it's easy. But it was like, I liked that it gave your smaller mechs a chance to shine. You didn't even get to 200 or 400 tons. So it was it's actually a great time to bring out your hot rod mechs. Like, you know, bring out your medium mechs, bring out your heavy mechs. Like, it's, and many of the battlefields are quite large, which would favor high-speed mechs capable of traveling a greater distance. Like, that's definitely one of the things that would have shaved some time off for me. So, like, you know, I like that the objective of this DLC wasn't really to go to balls to the walls in difficulty. That's what I was worried about. I was worried that since this was the second Clans DLC, the Piranha Games perspective would have been like, oh, well, you've had plenty of time to farm like really good clan tech and clan mechs. We're going to make it like balls to the walls difficult. The previous game I covered on my channel, State of Decay, that's what they did. When they come out with like a new big content, it was a new difficulty. And the difficulty became so rigid, like you basically practically die in like 3 or 4 hits when you get hit. So you basically had to play almost perfectly. And I like that that's not exactly the direction they're going with the DLCs, because like I don't necessarily think difficulty is the key to making MechWarrior 5 fun. I think options and diversity and versatility and replay value. And sure, difficulty does contribute to replay value, but I think it is less of a contributing factor to replay value than just having a fuck ton of mechs and a fuck ton of weapons and all these different ways to play the game. I think that's really what gets people coming back to playing MechWarrior 5, at least in my opinion. Like, to me, I think MechWarrior 5 mainly has a tough learning curve. It's hard to get into the game because, it simulates operating a heavy vehicle, so you have to get out of the Call of Duty or the Fortnite mindset. That's where most of the difficulty comes from. Once you get the hang of that, you've gotten over most of the difficulty, and then, like, I think the rest of the game is mainly about learning how to work with the kind of wonky AI, and then just having fun with the different builds and stuff. In fact, I like that MechWarrior 5 isn't the hardest game out there because it means even the worst weapons in the game are still viable. You can still beat the game with the worst weapons. Like, if I want something that's, like, really, really hard, like, if I want to, like, be pushed to the limit, let me bring out my Steam profile. I can play something like, where is it? If I want that, I can play Armored Core 6, The Fires of Rubicon. I can play that if I want something really, really difficult. I don't necessarily play MechWarrior 5 to play something. I play MechWarrior 5 to play something competently challenging, but I'm not exactly looking at MechWarrior 5 being like, yeah, time to like flagellate myself and pour lemon juice and salt on myself. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, so I'm okay with that. Let me see, let me go to what some of your questions are real fast. So, Conflicts is 100% my feelings. I'm playing the sandbox right now. I do feel like a ton of improvements happened, but the campaign was just cutscenes and nothing of substance. Yeah, it's like, it was fun, like in the sense, the fun came from the novelty of going around somewhere with Adam Steiner and fighting off against like Nikolai Malthus. Like that's where the novelty came from. I mean, I'm not saying the battles didn't have some high points, but that basically that was. How do the light autocannons function? I have not used them. I haven't used a lot of the new weapons yet because like this is just my first experience, so I have not acquired them. But what I know about light autocannon, it's light as in it weighs less, but it should have the downside of having less muzzle velocity, so its range won't be quite as good, but that could still be worth it. In fact, I feel it'll probably still be worth it. Darzio says, jump jets in this DLC now have the same vectoring ability in clans, so you can quickly change directions. Yeah, so now they're a little more Gundam-like. They're more like Gundam Verniers, because like Gundam Verniers are exactly that. They're like an astronaut's vectored thrusters. So now you're able to like move more with greater agility. Before, jump jets were mainly useful for disentangling yourself from glitched ground. Sometimes you could do stuff like jump over a wall or something. I didn't really use them. I'll have to try them sometime though. Let me see. This comes from Meow Rower Growl. When a developer picks up the license and makes a full sandbox experience, well, will probably be AI generated at this rate. I mean, like, maybe. It's possible. My main thing is I'm just glad there's more MechWarrior content. That's the first thing. Because, like, MechWarrior was basically lost tech. Battletech was basically lost tech. Like, the whole series was gone. So I kind of would just, I mean, like, I'm not exactly calling for, like, lowering standards. But I am saying, like, I'm just kind of glad that there's any MechWarrior at all, for the most part. Like, I really like just mech games in general. I would love them to make more Armored Core. I'd like them to make a serious Gundam game. Like, I would love giant robot games to make a comeback, but, you know, they're kind of seen as risky and unpopular. Lycan Metal says, movement was my issue, but it's more of a learning curve. Most game AI have companions and enemies being weird. Yes, that's the hardest thing. I would say the best way to visualize a battle mech is to not treat it like a man, like a bipedal man. It's actually more like a tank. It's more like driving a tank with a turret because of the way they steer around. No Limitation says, from what I heard, they added high rewards quests from this DLC as well. Possibly. I wouldn't be surprised. Delphinia says, darn, guess it was live on GOG yet. No DLC download for me. Not surprising if GOG is a little bit slower to the show. How do you use Inner Sphere Battle Armor? I don't know if you can. I don't think you can use Inner Sphere Battle Armor. I believe Inner Sphere Battle Armor will always be either an enemy or an ally, but I don't think you can personally use Inner Sphere Battle Armor. I don't know that for sure, but that is my belief at the moment. Long live MechWarrior. True, PGI staff got laid off, so I'm appreciative of any MechWarrior game. Yeah, and I mean, how do I choose my words here? The economy is rough, so I understand $20 is $20, but I would say if you can afford $20, I think it's worth it just for the fact that they could probably use the morale boost. You could think of it as like a tip or something like that. Like, you know, like, get one less McDonald's. Like, with how expensive McDonald's is, get one less McDonald's and cook a meal at home or something like that. But, like, I'm not, like, I guess I'm making a moral call for that. So, you know, moral calls are obviously subjective. So my perception on it, like, I would say if $20 is $20, then don't buy it. Or if you're opposed, like if you think like, oh, I'm just opposed to this DLC, sure, like don't buy it. But if you've got a little extra money laying around, I would say it's probably worth buying it just to try to keep MechWarrior going in general. I don't want to paint a picture that like PGI is like, oh God, we're on our last stand or something like that, but they could probably still use some good news after the layoffs. Darzio says the Free Worlds League has a new high reward chain of missions in this DLC. Makes sense. MTom9388 says, I was hoping to be able to call BA points hitching a ride on my mech. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't think you're able to. I don't think they're going to go for anything so detailed as that. So, I guess to say, I didn't hate the story. I thought it was very amusing. The missions are subpar. I think I'll commit to that. I think the missions are subpar. Some of the handcrafted missions are also, like, they're just okay at best. Like, the final battle at Nikolai, it's not exactly a mind-blowing mission. It's like, it's a mission. There's no unique boss fights or anything. You know, it's not like Nikolai was like, he was in a summoner. Like, I don't know. He's in a summoner. There really, and what's her name was, Redmond was in a linebacker. There just wasn't a lot to say about it. So I think the gameplay of the campaign was certainly subpar. Not atrocious, but subpar. The story was fine. I didn't hate the story. I think the rewards were so-so. The introduction of a hero mech as a reward, no, I'll bump it up. So because you get a hero mech and a pilot as a final reward, I'll give them that. Like, I think every single DLC should reward you with a hero mech and a pilot, personally. Like, for example, in the Rise of Rasalhague, I think it's really stupid that they don't give you the Hadamotochi Orochimaru, because why not? You know, like that's your trophy for completing the campaign. When you buy these dumb campaigns, they need to roll out the red carpet. You know, they need to pay out the big money. So, but like I said, I don't think that judging it by the campaign experience alone is really accurate. In fact, I probably wouldn't buy the DLC just on the campaign unless you've got a lot of nostalgia for the BattleTech cartoon and you're just like, ooh, I just want the feel of participating in the BattleTech cartoon. Don't get me wrong, that was amusing. But I think the real value of the DLC is going to come from the weapons, it's going to come from the mechs, and yeah, there's a few extra missions that you're able to do as well. So that's what I think about it. You got the music. You know, the music is a thing. So would I recommend buying Reign of Chaos? Honestly, I would. Not necessarily for the campaign. The campaign is a bonus. But, like, I mean, you get the Bushwhacker, you get the Sunder, you get a bunch of the mechs from the previous Clans DLC. And, you know, I know some people, oh, aren't they double dipping? I guess they're double dipping. But, like, you cannot play the clan mechs in a sandbox. There's no sandbox in MechWarrior 5 Clans. So now you are getting the clan mechs in a sandbox, which I think is worth it. Unfortunately, they didn't add the Bane / Kraken. You know, I wanted to use the Bane. I wanted to use like 8 Ultra AC2s on it, but they did not allow, they did not transfer the Bane over, unfortunately. Snackjack says, I buy the DLCs for the mechs and weapons, not the campaign. That's how I feel about it as well. Like, the campaigns are just like a bonus. I'd absolutely buy weapon and mech packs, so would I. Darzio says Vanilla Arrow 4 is excellent. I wish I got to use it a little bit. I didn't trust using it due to the potential lack of agency, but when I continue my regular campaign, I will explore some of those. I still have multiple seasons of regular MechWarrior 5 to do. It's probably going to, you know, I don't know, there's probably like a year of streaming still of all the different seasons I still plan on doing. Rabaz Corgi Pika Pika Madafaka says, I'm going to guess that TT Rules AI mod broke again. I wouldn't know since I don't use that mod. Should you wait a bit? I am unqualified to answer that question. I do not know the answer to that. So unfortunately, rather than just tell you some bullshit, I'm just going to say I just don't know. No limitation. I haven't seen a clan heavy laser yet. Darzio says, how does the star map show all missions against clans to still be 400 tons only? I can take a look. 400. Let me go deeper. 400. They all look 400 to me. So the answer appear, I didn't check every one of them, but you know, it appears the answer is yes. Nunya is this out now? Yes. It is out. It was available at 2 p.m. sharp my time, Eastern time, which is UTC -4. Snackjack says, do you still plan on doing any more retrofit guides? Yes. The reason I haven't done more, I just burned out of doing them. Like, they're very, like, they're very grindy to do. Like, I'm like 75% done with the flea. They're just very grindy to do. Like, because it's probably my fault. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and I just don't let small things go. But it has the downside of just, it's very grindy. And, like, I just kind of burned out of producing them. But that doesn't mean that I've given up on them. I'm just kind of waiting for that burning desire. I've been also looking for easier content to make that, you know, just that way I can keep posting stuff without, like, really grinding the shit out of those videos. But yes, I do plan on doing them. I've been trying to, like, use the Japanese Kaizen method of doing a little bit each day just to kind of keep it inevitably progressing to the end. Maybe I'll do an extra few minutes of, because right now I'm stuck on, if you want to know where the newest guide is, I'll show you. The newest guide is stuck on the part that I hate the most. This is the part about making guides that I hate the most. Where is it? So what I need to do, this part here is done. The part that has a bunch of gaps in it, that is not done. What I need to do as a content creator is I gotta go, these are all sound waves. This is my voice, set head armor to 24. I have to go through all of the audio, and I have to, first I have to, the rest of the forward's armor. First I gotta remove these gaps so that it sounds natural. To the forward's armor. Set head armor. So that's too much of a gap still. Forward's armor. Set head armor. That's good enough. And then what I gotta do is I gotta listen to the audio, and I'm looking for little, like, noises, you know, just saliva popping in your mouth, and then I gotta scrub them out. This redesign emphasizes safety, flexibility, and opportunism. None there. Our Ronin Fox combat doctrine advises... So I heard one here. Combat doctrine. Right here. you can actually see it on this little like, if you look right in here, you can see a sound, because the bottom is a heat map of a spectrograph, a heat map of the sound waves. You can actually, doctor, you might not be able to hear it. I can hear it. Doctor. So what I do is I paint over this, and it removes the sounds. Combat doctrine. There. So I just removed that little like saliva bubble popping in my mouth. Doctrine. Right over here, I can see them. It's very meticulous. It requires all of your attention, your full concentration, because you're listening for these little sounds. And I got to go through the whole video. I hate doing it, but it's what polishes up my audio to sound better. And like I said, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, which is probably a bad thing. It's probably not a good thing, but that's what I got to do. Once I have this done, then I can actually assemble the video. It's out on Epic. Yep. Darzio says, well, you can do a guide on the Bushwhacker at least. Sure. Snackjack says, I love them, so take your time. They make my least favorite mechs fun again. That's the goal, is to try to, like, you know, like, some of them I kind of dread to do. Like, I'm a little worried about the Charger. I don't know what I'm going to do with that bastard. Nunya says, well, it worked, thanks. The day will hopefully go quick. Have a good one, Nunya. Robaz Corgi says, not sure why the part of his name appeared there. No big deal. Just tried Medium X pulse lasers. Very fun. The rapid fire rate does seem like it'll be very fun. Okay, anyways, let me wrap things up. So first up, what is going on today? Tonight, you guys will, last time to screenshot this if you're not in the Discord. This is your last chance to screenshot my custom-made heat map for all of the current biomes in the game. The data was given to me by No Limitation, a member of our community, and then I just converted it into a chart. The top chart just shows temperatures, hot and cold. Then the bottom chart shows it in alphabetical order as an alphabetical lookup. And that just lets you know, it doesn't tell you the percentages, but I don't think that's as important as just knowing, you know, how hot one relatively is to one another. So that's what's going on. What else is going on? Tonight, we've got anime night. We are watching my favorite anime tonight, Space Runaway Ideon. I think it's the best anime that was ever produced. That's going to be tonight in about 4 hours, about 4 hours and 20 minutes. Anyone is welcome. We're going to be watching episodes 7 to 9. If you don't have an invite to the Discord, let me go ahead and do that. Invite right here in the chat. And, yep, I'll be doing more MechWarrior content. Expect more streams. The Sheriff has not been able to join me as frequently, and that's due to he moved into a new house, and the house is incomplete. So he's finishing the house, so he just hasn't had as much free time. He would have been with me today, but he had a friend's wedding to go to, so it delayed him. I will try to get the flea done. I'm also thinking about doing some easier videos, just like videos that don't require as much editing, so I can post a little more frequently. I'm very, like I said, as a content creator, I don't know. I have a lot of pride as a content creator, so I'm like, you know, I can't just, I have trouble like just shitting out content. Like it's just I'm very self-conscious about like, is this video worth listening to? So like that's some of the reasons why I get trapped in like whether or not I should post videos and whatnot. But you know, that's how it goes. So that's what's going on. Tomorrow we're watching Zeta Gundam. No, tomorrow is Space Runaway Ideon again. We're finishing up the last 2 episodes of Zeta Gundam on Thursday. I don't know when we'll be streaming again, but you know, I'm going to try to keep the streams going. We're going to be going back to the Season 3, the original Season 3. And yeah, we'll keep rolling from there. Oh, there's the Sheriff right there. Very sad face from the Sheriff. But what can you do? It just didn't sync up. Anyways, as usual, thanks for being a great audience. I think that wraps up the show. I need to let my voice rest so that I can be the anime host tonight. But yeah, Thanks as usual for joining. Of course, I'll play more MechWarrior when I have an opportunity. I'll play more DLCs. If they come out with a very cool new mech game that actually works playing, I'll try it out too. I tried out Mecha Break. It was okay, but I dropped it in the end. I just didn't think it was a sustainable gameplay model. If they come out with like an actual Gundam game that actually plays like a vehicle simulator, maybe I'll start playing that too. But for the foreseeable future, I don't really see anything super interesting for mech content besides MechWarrior. Maybe if Armored Core 6 comes out with a DLC, I'll play that as well on YouTube. But anyways, thanks as usual. Join the Discord if you'd like to talk to me. Get Good Fox. I'm not a stranger to people. I talk to people there. If you want to join Anime Night, join. If you want your mechs reviewed, if you have questions, join the Discord. You can ask whatever MechWarrior questions you want, and either myself or one of our very experienced MechWarriors can give you a hand. Until next time, though, I'm out of here. I'm dipping out. So deuces. And remember that you don't have to be good to get good.